Hydrofield cuts through my neighborhood.
Hello, everybody. I'm super excited to have you all here. And welcome to Fearlessly Authentic. And we have Reef. Oh my God. See, I always get it back.
Hi, everybody.
We got Reef Breland with us. Oh my gosh.
You
so
remember,
how is your
you
day
remember
been
like
going?
stage left? Oh, just been fantastic. Just all sorts of greats. And when we get to get high all day and be on Twitter, pretty much, it can't be that bad, right?
Depending on the Twitter mood.
Right?
Twitter like has its own it's like its own entity. And it depends on who I'm interacting with on Twitter.
I found on Twitter today there's a whole Twitter account devoted to bodega cats.
What?
That's literally it. That's the entire Twitter is just pictures of bodega cats, and it's the fucking best.
Now, is
the
that
best.
like a rabbit hole or a cat hole? What is that? How does that work?
One of the two. I mean, I could have scrolled that thing for hours. I had to like put it down. Like I had to be like, all right, I can't anymore. Like it was just fucking cuteness, just pure cuteness all the way down.
See, that's what's great. Sometimes you need the cuteness of the kitties to just get through the day.
I think Jason Burmis explained it perfectly. We need the cat people. We need them. We have to
well, there's a reason. There's a reason why the Egyptians revered them as gods, because they are that. You know, I just had to get mine to fucking my little god to take its fucking Prozac, and it's fine. You know. So.
God, it's time for your Prozac.
Jesus, that's right.
I know. Where's Everett? Get in.
Oh, watch this. Ready?
Get down.
Let's see if this fucker hears this shit. I have the door closed.
High tech.
Get Everett. Get in. Yeah, I don't have treats, but we'll see. Sometimes I call him and he'll come. Oh, there you is.
He's trying to call his cat.
We'll show off the pussycats.
It's like time to smoke reefer.
I mean, isn't that what like the internet is for? Showing off pussy?
I'm pretty sure. Showing pussy on TV.
Oh.
We got kitties.
Yeah. Come on. You little fucking weirdo. Let's go. Get up. Where you at?
Older cats are wise though. They're like, make with the fucking treats.
Can you see how big his paws are, guys? Like, his paws are in my hands, and like they're huge.
You good?
Oh.
Huh?
Are you bragging about the size of your pussy again, babe?
Well, I mean, he's got big feet.
I had a friend here in Florida that I used to hang out with that had bobcats, like straight up like bobcat cat mixes, right? And they were fucking massive.
Dude, I had one. His name was Jasper, and he was 28 pounds by the time he was 9 months. He was fucking huge, dude. He got so big that he like decided to go live outdoors and hunt his own stuff, because he used to just bring home dead things constantly and leave them on the steps for me. And then after a while, he was just a wild cat.
Put it in your mouth.
He would still come back to the house and see me and shit.
And here's Mr. Leo.
Oh my God, so cute, Bubbo.
Our leader.
Hi,
he is our leader. Look, let us hold him there, and he'll just talk for me. He's like, this is the ultimate ventriloquism.
The Jimmy Dore show is really the Brownie show. Brownie wanted to make sure that, he didn't get all the credit, you know?
Yeah, he wanted to be like the man behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo,
executive producer.
Leo has to ask Brownie again this year if he will be his Valentine. They were Valentines last year, and Leo really wants to be Brownie's Valentine. I think he's got a good chance of being the Valentine. Huh? What do you think?
I think I'm too high because I can't remember whether I packed this bowl or not. I think I did, but there's weed missing out of the grinder, so I'm pretty sure. You know, it's like one of those, like, did I just take my pill, or like, do I still have to do that?
Did the cat smell my weed when I was getting him a treat? What the fuck is going on?
Dude, the only thing my cat, like when I'm growing and stuff, I have to like keep him out of that room because he will eat that entire plant. Like he just, you know, and it's like, dude, you're not even getting high from it. Stop. Like,
you know, the cats get high though off of spider plants. Like spider plants to them is like acid, but it's not a negative thing for them. Like it's non-toxic, but if they eat a spider plant, it's because they're getting high like acid.
Yeah, this thing's been eating the bamboo and stuff that we've had to bring inside because it's too cold out. It's like, just can you not kill all the plants in the house, please? Can you not?
There's certain things that you put near that.
Like just chewing the shit out of it. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what Everett does sometimes too. And I'm like, you cannot eat that plant. You cannot eat that plant. Huh?
Yep.
Can you tell
my kid's cat Sapphire peed on a 35-year-old fig tree and killed it.
Oh,
like within days, it was like fucking wilting. And this thing was like beefy, like a beautiful.
So the whole reason I had to get the cat Prozac is it keeps pissing on everything.
Yeah.
Like it's spraying everywhere. And like we listened to Bob Barker and we got that thing spayed and neutered early. Right? So that it doesn't do that. Like, and it's still, dude, it's peeling paint. It was peeling paint off the wall. Like,
he wants that, whatever that is.
What are you doing? Like, I feel like I could collect that shit up for ammonia inhalants and give it to powerlifters at this point. Like,
I know, right?
Damn.
Fuckers.
Have you ever? I want to. Have you seen that on Rogan yet? There's a fitness guy, Juji Mufu's got ammonia inhalants that like pretty potent stuff, like some of the world's strongest stuff, and they had Rogan, Ari, and like a bunch of other cats take it. And I mean they take the cap off and it's just like, you know, sniff and then like they can't, like none of them can deal, you know? Like that stuff's ridiculous. I want to get a bottle just to be like, yeah, here, try that, like, you know. Like I've got these little gripper things from that guy too, and it's funny handing people like here, try this one. It's the easiest one. Like, you know, and it's fucking 600 pounds or whatever. Like, you know,
try the that easy though. One.
Yeah, try the easy one. I like nothing, just no squeeze. Huh? Yeah.
In your hand.
Dude, oh my gosh. Yeah, animals are crazy. It's definitely like they all have their own personalities. Like my daughter has a cat and like she's just like, I'm a cat.
Yeah.
But Everett is like, bitches, I came in the room. You better be ready to pet me, but only if I want you to. And like I want some catnip and I want you to brush me with the broom. Because it's not like a regular plastic broom. I have like one of the like the corn whatever brooms, like where it's like actual husk.
Yeah.
And so he wants to be brushed with the broom.
Yeah, it
does.
Funny. Like what is it with cats? What makes them that way? That's like you don't see cats out here in the wild being like I used to live right next to the panther reserve. You don't see those motherfuckers out there with a giant ball of yarn. Like, you know, like that.
But they will go in
a side of the yard to the other. They're like, oh, I'm supposed to be here 15 minutes ago. What the fuck?
Right.
But they will go in. Oh my gosh, Popeye, really? We're not gonna go there. They will go in. They will go in boxes though. Big cats will go in a box just like a little cat. which is cute.
I know they'll fuck up catnip too, like, and they'll do lasers and all that stuff, like, you know, but like,
like Everett is like
I just
18 pounds.
Yeah,
he's got Maine Coon in him.
It's really fun to eat mushrooms and then play with the laser pointer and the cat.
Yeah.
Hours of fun.
Oh, that was my my first time doing mushrooms. Ended up with me laying on the floor with Puppo, just being like, "It's okay." Like
you're making sure the puppy's okay, but in reality, puppy's like, "Are you okay?"
Like I think it's over. Like, you know, like I found mushrooms to be both like underwhelming and overwhelming at the same time. I'm like, you know, like it
depends
right
on
there.
how you're feeling.
It's literally,
I think I should have taken a higher dose. Honestly, that would have helped. It was like
micrograms,
you know,
of a difference between being way too spun and not spun enough.
Yeah, it's like I was doing the matrix bars, and I think I did like 4, and I probably
haven't tried those.
Like doubled that.
I'm too poor for matrix bars.
Yeah, and everybody's different too, because I've eaten and ate the mushrooms and gotten fucked up.
Yeah.
One couldn't walk, thought nothing for hours. So I mean, it's all relative. It's like sometimes the mushrooms are way stronger than you think they are, and sometimes they're not at all. So I like that lottery though. Gambling is fun.
Well, and I think it's one of those things, you know, like with most psychedelics, a lot of the times it's your psyche trying to physically manifest itself. You know, like those, like
absolutely. And
you could go down the whole
to an introspective fucking hell, you know, just in your own shit.
I mean,
it depends on where your headspace is at. You know, I mean, if you're in a good headspace, and you always need to know your source, where you're getting something from, and you know, like usually people can give you a little bit of a gauge. Listen to them. Take less than what you think you need. You can always take more. It takes a little while to kick in, so don't think like, oh man, I've done that. Learn from my lesson.
Yeah, I think everybody that I talked to that's done matrix bars is that they're pretty consistent. Like good consistency.
Well, and I think they're using teachers, which are pretty like consistent shroom. Yeah, like, and you know, I think it's funny, you know, they talk about the psychedelics uses as psychonauts, right? Like that, you know, it's exploring your own psyche, like it's a physical space, you know. Yeah. But I feel like Joe Rogan, like, have you ever done DMT, Joe? Have we gotten to like the ayahuasca gods? The ayahuasca gods, right? Which is the like physical manifestations of not only our own psyche, but of the human, like, built-in fears and like stuff like that, the phobias and stuff that are underneath that, right? Where it's like, you know, this is why we have things like the lizard people, and you know, court gestures are a common thing. It's like, you know, you can look at Cochiopelli and stuff like that. Dude, I could go way too deep into that nonsense. Like,
oh yeah, no, I love that shit, dude. I'm down with the whole Terrence McKenna fucking. Fucking shit.
We have a psychedelics encyclopedia. Like we actually have two of them.
I have my mother's a marine biologist, right? And there's a whole like bookshelf of field guides, right? Of just like everything.
Oh my god.
And there's one of hallucinogens. Like hallucinogenic plants and fungus, like right there. Yes, please, I'll take that field guide. Thank you. Like, you know,
yeah, we have a couple mushroom like field guides, and like, you know, there's so many.
Book you're talking about, because I've had it in my hands at Barnes and Nobles before and been like,
yeah, it's a I forget the name of those. It's a pretty common field guide series, right? And it doesn't go into like great detail. I actually wish I had one that went with like specifically Florida mushrooms would be great, since that is where I am. You know, Florida's great. Humidity here is perfect for shrooms for the most part.
Nice.
You know, like literally, I know growers who have been like, if you're growing at home and you don't have nice. Ooh, it's shiny. It's on the shiny paper. You know,
lots of information.
Yeah, good book.
Yeah, like it's gonna tell you to do like spore prints and all that fun stuff, and you know.
But I mean, this covers
if you're
every.
biology at all, you'll understand that. And it's
Yeah.
easy to grasp.
But this covers like everything. It's like the whole acid family, the relatives, peyote, mescaline, you know, all the mushrooms,
Right.
MDAs, you know. So it's
dimethyltryptamine.
Do you know since you mentioned marine biology, like
Mm-hmm.
are there psychedelic substances below the
Well,
waves? You know, are there things
dolphins
that pearls and stuff?
dolphins pass around pufferfish as like a little fucking football to get high.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about because the ocean has so many like parts per million. We're talking about lots of H2O and salt versus like, you know, whatever substance you can put in that water. So, you know, usually there's not many like dispersant ways. Like you can't smoke or, you know, whatever. But like there's definitely some like lots of neurotoxins underneath there. Like I wouldn't go picking up, you know, ringed octopus or anything like that. But, you know. There's definitely some animals that like there's a theory that like clownfish are doing that partially, right?
The anemone,
with the sea anemone, because it's technically it would sting them, right? And it does,
yeah,
right? But they just cover themselves in the mucus of said thing,
yeah.
right? Which is it might partially be like a hallucinogen to them, like, and just a BDSM fever dream of being shocked all the time. But I don't know. You know, it's
Riley has a
lemurs
question.
that grab stuff.
That's cool.
Riley has a reef question.
A reef question.
If he's ever been attacked by a gator in Florida, no. Gator, no. Gators I can avoid. Bear.
What are you supposed to do? Like if a gator comes near you, what is your advice to get away from a gator?
Zigzag patterns, serpentine, baby. Just, you know, like the usually the thing is eyeballs. Like look for things, you know. I mean, the issue is like they're most so gators are ambush predators mainly, right? So they just sit under the water and wait for some fish to enter its like mouth hole, and it closes it, right? And that's about it. So as long as you don't stick in your whole like hand in some weird hole, you should be fine. But I have seen some stuff online at like gator farms where people get got. So the issue you should have of like if one does manage to grab a hold of you, the first thing it's doing is spinning, right? You need to stop the spin. So, you know, learn guard, wrap legs around, and then like that's literally how I've seen someone defend a gator attack is just wrap legs around the gator and try to keep it from spinning and get like the people that are at the gator farm to view it to like get on top of the gator and like stop that. Like that's usually it's when humans are very close to gator. That's where the problems are. Just give them some room, you know. But I've had bear been way too close to me for comfort with like turning the corner of my house. I used to live right next to the panther reserve. Like, you know, I turned the corner of the house and there was like bear and I was like 8. Came up on like hind legs, gigantic, like black bear, right? And turn around like, oh, 2 cubs, great. I'm gonna die, thanks. You know, just like, and just slowly back away around the corner, and just like the minute I'm not in eyesight, just book it. You know, but I used to hear panther like eyeballs in the forest taking trash out at night, that kind of thing. You know,
that I was talking about Jasper. We lived in Ocala, Florida at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally dominated everything in that forest, dude. There was not a fucking thing that he didn't kill and bring to my fucking front step. It was crazy.
I had a cat that was like had been wild that pretty much, you know, we took into the house, which I don't recommend, by the way. You should get those cats like help elsewhere if they're that wild.
Get them,
you know,
get them their own mental health evaluation.
You know, like. Well, it's just like we used to call him Frankie Longtooth Sharpclaw, just because he was fucking dude. He was a baller. Like that cat. I saw. All right, we used to have like 6.5 acres, right? And like it had a little pond on it, right? And like it was that cat had, there was like a little clearing in front of the pond, right, with a little hill. Our house was on the hill, right, and I see a fucking the hawk that like went around the pond just like swoop, start heading down, and I'm like, oh, this I've seen this before. That cat's dead. You know, no sooner than I think that cat turns around and fucking smacks the shit out that fucking bird, right? Bird nose dives straight into the fucking dirt and like classic, like, and just like, oh fuck, like, you know, and the cat just saunters back up a fucking, you know, under a bush, like, you know, I was just like, that's fucked up, you know.
That's nuts. Do you see what Phenomenal Mysticism said?
Yeah, I've seen the only time I've seen blue ring is like when somebody takes a picture of it holding one and puts it on Instagram. Yeah, that's not good. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Oh my god!
Like, those things are crazy. Usually people's like ocean fears are like I'm not afraid of those things that I can clearly see, right? Like I can see the shark. It's over there, right? Like that's the shark over there. The fucking bobbit worm or the fucking urchin or stingray that I'm gonna step on, right? That I can't fucking see. That's what I'm worried about. Like, you know,
I was touched stingrays in like the aquarium, like they have the touch thing, but like they're scary out in the. No, I do not want to encounter one out in the wild like that. Like that scares me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's what, you know, you learn how to like do the shuffle feet slide, right? You know, everyone's doing the shuffle feet during stingray season. That's a thing. It's a season. Like there's stingray season. Like
there's a
season.
I did not know that.
Yep. They'll put signs up usually.
In Florida, there was a spot we used to go to somewhere by the river, and the water there by the nuclear reactor was just like full of stingrays and fucking jellyfish. Like just more jellyfish than I've ever seen anywhere before.
Oh my gosh.
Where was that at, Steve?
Just I think it was Crystal River, I want to say, or just south of there.
Okay. Like
I've never seen the water like teeming with fucking jellyfish like that before.
Are you talking about Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a spot over by Panama City, right? That we my parents would always take us to like go snorkeling and stuff, right? And it's got a little barrier reef on it, right? Like a little, it's man-made. Like they put like rock wall essentially around, right? And it's on the Atlantic side, so we're talking surf, right?
Right.
So there's stuff going up against the rocks, right? Being when it's jellyfish season, that's jellyfish, right? And
when is a good season? Like you guys got seasons for stingrays, for jellyfish.
Like,
what the hell? When do you know you can go in the water?
Yeah, there's you just go and find out usually. Oh my God. Which is what happened that day, right? We went we went out to the water, right? And we're snorkeling, having a good time. There's tropical fishes and shit, right? And you suddenly notice like your nipples are burning and fucking everything's just on fire because what has happened is that because the waves have been like smashing jellyfish against the rocks, right? All the stinging cells from those jellyfish are now being pumped into the little cove.
Oh my God.
Right? So you're talking about just literally just spicy water. Just, you know, like it's fucking, it was terrible. Like, and it was
like
just
hot sauce, like in the water.
Hot sauce.
Well, and it's like, it's something you don't even notice forever. Like you're just in it. You're like, hey, and then suddenly you're like, maybe that's weird. And then like it's suddenly everything's on fire, and you're like, okay.
You're like, damn, why did I not save that cat? That cat piss.
Yeah. 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 I mean,
the cat piss could come in.
Like,
I remember,
you know,
driving my mom's car around the corner and not seeing a stop sign, and we skidded and dumped into the ditch on the side, and the popped 2 tires off the bead. And it's all like sugar sand and shits in Florida. And
the worst.
Outskirts of Ocala.
Yeah.
And so it's me and my buddies, and we're trying to dig the fucking tire out. And after about 5 minutes, we realized ow. The fire ants are just destroying our
Oh.
fucking hands and arms and fucking all over us. They're just all over us. Like we didn't even see them. It's dark. It's just starting to get dark out. We're trying to dig it out of the sand with our bare hands. Oh my God. Luckily, there was a giant in a phone truck that drove by and saw us, and he stopped. And he literally, this man was a giant. I mean, he was Fred Edwards' fucking brother or something. He was a monster. And he gave us a ride to the Quick King down the street, and he used his foot and his hand to pull the tire back onto the bead with the air hose pumping.
Oh, just like
gas station.
Yeah.
None of us kids would have been able to do at all. No fucking way, This giant of a man comes and fixes our tires. Ta-tonk, pops it back on the bead, does the next one. Ta-tonk, gives us a ride back, helps us put him on the fucking car. I was like, dude. So we gave him $10 in the joint, and he was just the nicest giant man I've ever met in Florida so far.
The nicest giant man.
Have you heard of kids that like sit in anthills?
Yes.
Have you heard that's a thing?
They do it on purpose?
Yeah.
Like I lived in New Orleans, like when I was a kid. New Orleans, Louisiana. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm saying.
What part of NOLA?
Ant freaking shit. Oh my God, they hurt
East Bank,
like
West
a
Bank.
motherfucker.
Oh yeah. East Bank, West Bank.
I don't remember.
Do you remember?
So little. I just know it was a military base. I have to ask my mom.
Yeah. I know where that's at. Warren should be able to tell us. Where's that military base at, Warren? That's over there. That north side.
Yeah, and Warren said up here that he always notices his nipples burning.
His nipples burning.
That might be something you want to go to the doctor for if it is a continuous thing.
Yeah.
Unless you're pouring hot wax on them.
You're not filling your own bathtubs at home.
It's rough. That was a rough day. Like that was not water fun time. That was bad. But yeah, so there's kids that like usually it's around like when they first start walking, right? So it's like when they're first autonomous or whatever, and they'll just like go and like plop their little ass down. And it's like fucking. Then ants will crawl all over them, and then they'll just sit there and let them bite and stuff like that. It's some weird like, some weird baby thing. I don't know. But I remember my girlfriend told me that that's like she had that at one point.
Where the insects are fucking.
Do what?
Is it like
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah. That's
some like human pain thing. I don't know.
Something about diapers full of fucking fire ants. It's lovely.
Riley's always got the good questions. What do you think about this, Reef? When at the beach, have you ever found bundles of drugs washing ashore?
I have
They're called white lobsters.
I've heard a bunch of shrimp are being like tested and positive for cocaine. But
oh my God.
Otherwise,
people are gonna be like, let's get the shrimp.
Yeah, I can't.
About people finding big giant packages of guns.
Oh yeah.
And cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, you gotta. What would you do with it? Like, do you trust it?
What do you do with it? Come on, mama.
What do you do with it?
You trust it. You don't know if it's
good. Have to. If you taste it, it's fine. Like that's how it works in the movies, right? Like this is cocaine. Every cop knows what the cocaine tastes like.
Because you remember what cocaine and heroin taste like, don't you?
Yeah. Everyone knows that. Like, anyway, like the I'm trying to remember. Like Miami's always had like Vice City's always had stuff pop on shore. I'm up in the taint of Florida. If Florida is the shaft, right? Like I'm up in the taint. I'm like right up there, right? Like right where all the politicians are. That's where I'm at. So.
But if anybody ever asks me, I'm gonna say Reef is deep in the taint.
That's where I'm at, right there.
You have
go
to tell
Tallahassee
everybody
straight down.
You have to tell everybody your ostrich story.
Oh, the ostrich story? Oh yeah,
I love the ostrich guys. Reef is officially my ostrich guy.
Ostrich?
Yeah.
Dude, ostriches are strange animals to begin with, right? But the fact that back to Miami, which is Vice City, as we all know. one of the vices there is buying exotic animals, right? So there was a period of time, I don't know if you remember this, Lucky, but around the 90s, they had like infomercials at the end, like 2:00 in the morning, to buy ostriches. It'd be a whole thing, right? To like buy ostriches and make yourself an ostrich farm. It was like ostriches, and then right after that they'd have emus, because like we got to get birds and shit are apparently a thing. People like birds. But what people didn't realize in Miami when they tried to do this, right, is that nobody fucking wants to eat ostrich. Nobody. Nobody wants to do that. So they couldn't fucking sell these things. Right? Like nobody's like when's the last time you went out to eat fried ostrich? That never happened. Like, Hey, I'm waiting for like Kentucky Fried Ostrich, but it's not showed up yet.
Do people eat their eggs too or something?
Oh, the eggs I would fuck up. Yeah, there's a dude, I've seen some fucked up shit with ostrich eggs because people are dumb and have way too much like time and money to throw at food. But we're talking about like caviar and cream with an ostrich egg. Oh yeah. Like it's a giant egg. It's just an egg. It's just a giant egg. Like that's it. Caviar. It's just like 23 eggs in one egg. It's a giant egg. Yep. Right? But so
Popeye said he ate it.
Yeah, ostrich jerky. Yeah. I mean, I've had ostrich. It's just like chicken, just like every other meat.
Yeah. I've had it. I've had
that. But
I liked it less than other meats. I would
right.
say not a huge chicken guy.
So Florida has this giant thing in the middle of it that we can't really do anything with, right? Like if you go from Lake Osceola down to Miami, there's just a swath of nothing, right? Like that's all the river of grass, right? So that's the Everglades right there. So you take all those ostriches that you don't know how to sell anymore, and you just push them down the road that way, right? And eventually they find the Everglades, where there's also anacondas, Komodo dragons, like iguanas,
all kinds of good predators.
Fucking all the shit. I think there's some kangaroos somewhere. I don't fucking know.
There's definitely monkeys.
But
definitely monkeys.
Did we take Australia's animals and just bring them and put them in Florida?
We brought the world's animals and put them in Florida. It's a so the issue is that ostriches figured out that they are like an incredible predator in this environment. They're insane, right? They can run at like 30 miles an hour on top of the fucking river, water, grass shit. They're fucking Jesus birds, right?
Oh my God!
Like, and they fucking they literally have a giant 8-foot neck with a cannonball on the end of it to fucking hit you with. Like they murder people. They straight up murder people.
The bamboo.
They're territorial. They're like, nah, motherfucker, you in my house. Like, fuck you.
And you're like,
I
don't know where your house is.
We need
right.
My house, bitch.
We need Yoda with the land survey.
This is my swamp, donkey. But
do they at least eat the other invasive species? Like, do they?
Species like
other invasive species? No, they probably avoid the fucking dragons and snakes and whatever. I mean, I know gator are gonna eat them because why wouldn't they? It's giant chicken.
Right,
like they'll take that
and they'll step right in their mouths and shit.
Right, but I know that ostriches could easily kill a gator. Like the gator will back down from river otter. Gator are fucking giant pussies most of the time. They're lazy as shit. They're cold-blooded. Most of the time they're too cold. Like
I love otters. I love them so much.
They're fucking water puppos. Cool. They're great. But so the ostriches figured out that they could live here perfectly fine, and they bred like rabbits. They're fucking everywhere down there, right? And I remember like when I was a kid, there was like fucking, I don't know what it was, like Sammy's swamp safaris or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Jason
I actually think it was one of those things like one of the natives were doing it, right? Which was like actually cool because he was like he could take you into like the reserve, right? But anyway, here's a fucking an ostrich, right? And he's like fucking Sammy's like, oh shit, right? Fucking one of the goddamn swamp chickens again, right? And like he fucking cranks the like it was a giant lifted like mud truck pretty much that had a bunch of seats, right? And like a bunch of like 10-year-olds in it, right? And he's cranked the gas on it, and it's a truck in water. It can go probably 30 miles an hour if it's really like booking it, but the fucking thing runs at 30 miles an hour, like
those ostriches are fast.
It's on the side. It's on the side of the thing, looking this way, running this way, just hauling ass, just going like, and then I watched Kevin Hart talk about ostriches, where his friend threw a fucking pin at an ostrich. They got in the car, and the ostrich is fucking doing the same shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's how they do it. That motherfucker did that shit right there, like,
his ass
and then
running.
Oh my god.
The only other ostrich impression you have to learn is their mating dance, which why wouldn't you learn that? It's fucking this. This is what they do, right? They do this shit. Like,
if you guys see Reef out in the wild doing that, you might want to run.
That's like imagine the ostrich lady who's like, oh fuck that guy, I want him.
That guy's got some moves.
That guy's
he
fucking
really
out
gets
there.
Those,
Oh,
come on, everybody at home. It's time to do your ostrich.
I want to know how
fucking
ostrich
ostrich
are included in more music videos, because I mean they're natural.
They need to be. Like they need to be.
Oh my god! Don't we have a?
Look up ostrich mating dance real quick on YouTube. Just ostrich dance. You'll find it. Somebody will have it. You'll be like, that's how he fucking did it.
Riley has a question for you.
On the TV show Miami Vice, no, I've not. I wish. It was
Riley
between that and
like
Jeff Bridges.
Freaking amazing questions. All right.
That or Jeff Bridges had Cheech. Jeff Bridges had Cheech. I mean, like, why watch Miami Vice when you can watch Miami Vice with Cheech? Yeah. Like, that's how I think of that movie. Like, it's definitely not Cheech. That's Cheech. Sup, Cheech? That's it. You can't. You can't
get around being Cheech, and he discovered that. He was like, he tried serious acting for a while.
He tried.
Like, dude, you are Cheech, bro. Go get Chung. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Sister Mary Elephant, bitch.
That's the one thing I never thought Jaime would be old of, right? Like, I tried watching him on like Rogan, and like, dude, he's gone crazy.
Yeah.
True Facts.
Like all the
True
good
Facts
people.
is great.
All the
Zay
good
Frank
people.
is fantastic.
All right. Are you guys ready for this?
Norm Macdonald was the only one who didn't turn into a shit lip.
Okay, hang on.
I know.
I'm gonna mute you.
From a distance, the mating dance of the male ostrich can look unusual. A bit like a millennial at an outdoor music festival that just ate a brownie he bought from a man that calls himself Magic Joe. However, if we travel inside of the mind of the male ostrich, it goes something like this. Motherfucking sexy ostrich right here on my knees. Motherfucking sexy ostrich saying, baby, please. I stretch my neck out for you. I adore you, baby, on my knees for you. Oh my god, she's into it. Okay, be cool.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I sit so far away? And take it to a trot. Relax.
Look, they fucking haul ass, baby. They run.
Hey,
like,
my name's Pete.
What's up, girl? So, what's you doing? You fucking come here off it? Oh shit, I'm done. I got it. Good night.
It's even more annoying. Okay, just go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
I spell ostrich with a capital D. You gotta pay for
like why are they fucking doing it like that?
That don't make sense. Big bird ain't got nothing on me. Big bird, open sesame, and you gon' see. I I stretch my neck out for you. I adore you. Baby, on my knees for you. I stretch
Was he doing jazz hands?
I adore you. Baby, on my knees for you.
You fucking doing the jazz hands?
All right, you realize that you're the only male around here, so that's
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I'm ready to consciously uncouple. If that's all right with you.
Okay,
I think we're done. Thanks.
That was nice to meet. All right.
If these kids are ready.
Yeah, like. Yep.
I'm ready to consciously.
Oh my gosh. What is happening with the ostriches?
Dude, ostriches are a trip.
She was like,
look how giant that bird is, though. That bird is massive.
It's like a dude.
Male ostriches are giant. Yeah, like it towers over you, like you know. But yeah, they're just super weird, you know. But the other one good from Zay Frank is the batfish, which people should go look that one. True facts about the batfish, pretty great.
Oh my gosh, I gotta see these guys running real quick.
Oh yeah, they fuck it, dude. They're
female ostriches.
They're like literally, like I think I sent you one on Twitter not that long ago, where like a bunch of them escaped a farm. Like
they always look pissed off. They're always like,
These black feathers.
Look at that. Out of my face.
Both
like, and they like what?
Quality.
Attenborough be greedy as shit out here.
They're such assholes.
Those birds are just like incredibly fucking strong and just
the
weirdest, neatest thing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of birds, like especially if you're in Ausland, down there over in fucking Australia. They've got like these like murder birds over there too. Yeah. Yep. But you know.
Have you been to Mar-a-Lago and said hi to President Trump?
Nah, I've missed that. You know, I've like bitched out the head of the DNC in Florida multiple times and had gotten emails back and was pretty much like, fuck you, bro. That was back during the fucking Bernie years where we could all idol worship. And
that's awesome.
You know, so that was like, it was when the guy had said that like Bernie supporters were uninformed. And I was like, well, fuck it, bro. Fuck you. You know, like.
Well, we kind of were.
Anyway.
We were uninformed that Bernie was a freaking psyop.
Psyop. Yeah. We weren't uninformed of the policies we wanted. That was very clear.
Yeah. Every Bernie person I ever talked to was just like this, and this.
Yep.
That's why.
We could list off the things. We could still list off those things. Yeah. And if they happened tomorrow, we would all be happy and want the rest of it. Well, let's do the rest of that now. Like the list continues. You know? Yeah. Like it's not just like 4 or 5 things.
Nicole does comedy, so like, you know, you just need to come here and you will get all your bits.
Yeah.
You come with all the weirdos.
I need to get my act together. I've got some stuff written up, but like I've never done it, and it's like I'm a terrible writer. I feel like I need to just do like fucking Billy Connolly shit of just not writing it down and just going out and doing shit anyway.
Yeah,
dude,
you know,
like you know,
yeah.
You're funny.
You give me some. You give me some acid and mushrooms together. Yeah. I am hilarious. Yeah. I had like this guy. I didn't even know him. I had the neighbor of my friend, like out there. Like he's like, stop! You're freaking. You're gonna make me piss my pants. He actually ran away to go. Like, what? He was afraid.
What my ADHD decided to do with my body was, instead of go to the school that my parents were paying for, it just said like to do all the online stuff that you like, right? And like get good grades in that, and then don't go to the rest of it that you don't want to go to, and just stay home and watch comedy shit on Netflix, like and smoke weed, because you bought this new bong near the college, and you know, like that's what you should do. And I agreed. And, you know, I then ended up watching pretty much every comedy special Netflix ever put up for like an entire semester. you know, and never stopped watching that stuff after that. So like, you know, I saw Jimmy's comedy before I ever saw Jimmy Dore's show, right? Like, you know, I saw that Comedy Central special at one point and was like, that guy's funny. Okay, next. Yes, Netflix, I'm still watching.
Oh,
you know,
look, this is what you gotta go watch. Wait, I have a thing.
Ostriches are beautiful.
You gotta
yeah,
go
yeah.
and you gotta go watch Rick Overton's thing if you guys have not. It is freaking hilarious. It's on Amazon Prime. Figure out a way to.
I'll have to check it. Me and him have been tweeting backs and forth with funny quips on Twitter.
Oh my god,
That
he's
dude's
so
legit.
awesome. I talk to him all the time, and like, he's just a sweetheart. He's just a freaking sweetheart.
I would love to see, like, honestly, Rick, I'd love to see where that didn't work out. You know, that's what I want to see is when I want to see the bomb, because I want to see how you work there. You know, I don't know. Do you know Tim? What is his name? Hitchcliffe, I think. Yeah. Kill Tony. Yeah. Right. Do you? If you ever watch that on the YouTubes, right? It's essentially the thing is give a comedian that we're gonna pull a name out of a hat in this comedy like venue, right? Give them a minute uninterrupted, right? And alongside, like, they'll have guest judges like Ron White, so many good ones. They've even had Alex Jones come on. They've had Bert and Rogan come on completely pissed-faced drunk, right? and essentially you have to sit there after you bomb for a minute, which it's real hard to bomb in a minute. A minute is not that long a time. So when you do bomb, it's like you bombed hard. And you then have to sit there with like Ron White or, you know, I mean, a comedy legend, right? And figure out why the joke didn't work, right? What about it didn't work? How could you make it better? And like, you know, or it'll be like something like a mediocre thing doesn't quite land right, and Rogan be like, well, if you went this way with it, it might. And it's the best like class you can watch on comedy in my opinion.
You know, that's the best part of that Rick Overton special is the end of it.
Yeah.
They have oh god, I can't.
It's like where the recap where they pick
a couple of other, like, you know, big comics talking about what is he doing as he's doing it and breaking it right down just like in that way. So that was really cool part.
Well, it was the writer. It was the writer and like the director.
And god damn it.
It's hilarious.
Richard.
Well, did Rick come from improv stuff? Like,
it's all improv on there.
So
yeah, I mean, I saw a clip that Warren
a text behind him basically on the TV and words, and that's the
and he'll just go off on that one word. Like there was one like fucking dick envy or whatever, and he had to run with that, like shit like that. Like fucking great, you know. Like if you get a good audience who's also funny, those things work out well, you know.
Absolutely.
Like I imagine the writers are slipping stuff in too if they're smart.
It's really cleverly done.
Set list.
Rick is a fucking Jedi.
Well, he doesn't know anything that's gonna happen.
Anything that's gonna happen.
And that's a particular like muscle in comedy, that like quick wit that you it's like roast comics.
All right, here it is.
You know.
Yeah. I got a Rick clip.
Nice.
Play that Rick clip.
I'm going to.
Remember to hydrate, fam. Don't want that cotton mouth.
What is happening to it? It went away.
Icy water. I'm drinking.
The amount of times people who feel like they're too high or, you know, just drink water, just do that.
Icy.
Like it's usually you're just dehydrated. But yeah, like that clip is fantastic if I remember correctly. He's also a great character actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done stuff on like, you know, I think I remember him. I actually remember watching Curb and being like, that's a funny fucking bit right there. Like, and that was Rick. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Like Rick Kills. What else has Rick been in? I forget. Like,
oh god, he's He was
I'm
in.
sure IMDb is very kind to him, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
like
gosh.
Groundhog Day, all kinds of fucking shit.
Yeah.
He wrote on that one as well.
Yeah, he was in Willow.
Groundhog Day.
He knows Groundhog's Day. Like, oh
dude.
my gosh. Yeah, look, here's just a little bit of what.
Wait. Rick, me and you are gonna have to talk about Thelonious. Me and you are gonna have to do that. That's gonna have to be a conversation me and you have. Yeah.
Like, yeah, Rick's amazing, guys. Like,
so it says here on Rick, his father,
to.
Hal Overton, was Thelonious Monk's big band arranger.
Yes.
Please give me all the rules of arranging your father had. Like, please do that.
My brain immediately.
Just send that to me, please, because Thelonious Monk is like way up there for me. Just, you know, like that's music. I trained jazz stuff when I was like, you know, going through high school and stuff. So, you know, it's required listening between that and Miles. Like that's, you know,
I'm a Miles freak too. I love that.
Yeah, Sounds of Spain is a masterpiece. Like I've been listening to Snarky Puppy quite a bit here recently.
They are fucking
big fan of them. Their arranging is incredible. But you know, like but yeah, I've hung out with guys like what is his name? Robert Moore, I think. I'm trying to remember his actual I've got a ton of fucking books up there with like music teachers that I've had and shit, but bringing daddy issues to a knife fight.
Nick says.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it showing up? All right.
Know it, Daddy out.
Here you guys go. We're gonna play this once it. This one's funny. Why is it not?
That was the first weed music.
Just speaking personally, I bring daddy issues to a knife fight. Some people bring a gun to a knife fight, or some people bring, you know,
put me at that drum set right back
there. Let's kill him. Oh, look at the little duck. You know, they mate for life. Did you know that? They mate for life.
Did you know that?
That's geese. Oh, kill the fucking duck then, yeah. Yeah, I'll bring certain weird things. I'll bring daddy issues there. That's why I bring a duck. Because a duck, they all follow the leader. And I was my dad was my hero. So I bring daddy issues to a knife. Why do I go to knife fights? It's because I have Kaiser. That's
fucking hilarious.
There you go, Popeye.
He calls back.
Yeah. I think
he calls back
bring an array of
a thing that he didn't have beforehand.
You should have a special belt of shit you bring to a knife fight. And of course, I forget the knife. And I don't want to bring a gun to a knife fight because that's the been there, done that kind of thing. You know? I remember the first one I went to. I just brought an attitude to the knife fight.
Oh my gosh!
Reminds me of what's that bit about? I think is it Ron White that did the Grizzly Man bit where it's like his father always said he'd never amount to shit. Yes. You know, like, and yeah, that's a fucking great. But yeah, he calls back to like a bit he hasn't made. It's like dude, like he just makes it and then like break and then calls back to it like it was a whole longer joke.
That's what I mean. It's like his brain is just setting up, knock it down. Set it up, knock it down. Like
incredible with the accent just out of nowhere. Yeah. You know. But yeah, dude, that has to be crazy with like Hal Overton being your father. I don't know how I didn't put that together. But like
I think it's really similar, like the way that Rick does comedy on the fly like that. It's just like playing jazz, right? I mean, there's a fucking symbiotic thing between the two things.
very much so. It's why they like people like Chappelle and stuff are saying like, yeah, they're soloers.
Yeah.
Right. They go out and solo. Right.
Absolutely.
There's people that are gonna have a sets thing and like whatever. Like, but there's guys that can go out there and just get hey, give me like 12 bar and like E minor and I'm gonna fucking kill this shit.
And
you know.
Whoa. Yeah.
Like, yep. And, you know, watching jazz guys, like old jazz heads go, you know, into theory is you have to be incredibly high to understand it, which is why jazz cigarettes exist.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I've seen stuff with like people like who his father would have been, right? Going like getting a whole band together and like getting them to understand theory together. I mean, most people feel like jazz is three people trying to find a tune in the middle of a room, and you know, but you have to be a musician to really appreciate it to some degree.
The way I say, I think of jazz is like this like in the same way that nature expresses itself in all these myriad of ways. That's what jazz does with music in a really, you know, structured way, you know what I mean, in a harmonic way.
It's the game of math with jazz.
It's math,
that's what
absolutely.
It is, you know,
it's beautiful math.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, but I mean, it evolves in like the improv situation. Music evolves and evolves, you know, in an ever constant changing way, in a very similar way that nature and the way the seasons go and all the way the planet works. Music works in a very similar organic way, and that's the best shit.
It's a unique thing that like once you tap into that to some degree, like it changes the way you think about things. Like it's, you know, I mean, I played both, you know, trombone. Like I played just about everything to some degree. Not all of it well, like few of it well, but enough to like make do on most things. Like, and once you pick up one, it starts becoming a lot easier to pick up others. So, you know, but like, yeah, Thelonious is a legend. If people haven't listened to that, just go get high as shit and put on like Thelonious. You won't be upset, you know? So, I mean, Thelonious is like piano stuff, so you might be, but you know, it's like, you might go do Miles first, like, and then get to Thelonious.
Miles is a little easier approach, but certainly that if you like the sound of the piano and melodic notes, you'll be fucking sucked in a second.
Yeah, once you go modal, you never go back. So you know, like that's exactly, you know, once we get into like dissonant harmonies and like, dude, Thelonious was doing stuff like playing stuff deliberately out of tune. Yeah. Like to get some level of like, it's
like everything that they fucking claim Radiohead did, you know, Thelonious was already doing. You know?
Thelonious was already, but it's also like he's doing it in a way that's mathematically like ridiculous. Like if you look at the sheet, it's insane. Yeah. Right. You know, and the fact that it came out of someone's head is what's nutty. It's like when you look at like Neil Peart, like how do you, bro? We're in like 6/8. Like we're in like 9/7. Like what timing is this? What do you? How do you make this?
It's like, all time travel fucking shit, dude. That's what it is. It's like it tears at the fucking space-time continuum.
Riley has another question.
I have heard of the skunk ape. We used to have giant sloths here in Florida.
Wow.
They were
prehistorically.
They were wicked easy to catch though, and adorable.
Yeah,
they're really weird. I feel like they probably really stink bad.
Yeah, well, it's based off. Yeah, dude, that was growing up in a Florida small town. Like you definitely know when someone found the skunk. It was, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like especially if someone hit the skunk with like the truck, everyone was upset. Like, hey, did you go past like Main Street yesterday? Like that fucking shit was horrible, right?
It's skunk in the middle of the road. Stinking the high heaven.
Like,
oh my god!
I just usually assume people have a giant sack of weed now. You know,
I know, right?
That, like
my friend, my friend's mom used to think that there was a skunk around all the time, but then she realized, like, oh no, Lucky's coming around with the buds. It was great. I actually got her to use my vape pen and stuff, and she was older, so it was pretty awesome. And what about Florida's Bigfoot?
Yeah, so he's talking about the skunk ape, right? So that, like, you know,
what is a skunk ape? I don't know what that is.
I had to here. I'll pull you up a thing. It's one of those like, yeah, it's literally like Florida Bigfoot. It's literally like, let me. How do I?
Riley always has like the best questions.
Here you go. That's no wrong thing. I had to go back.
All right, I'll be right back.
I should do
something.
Yeah, like jackalope and the
Mexican one. What's the Mexican?
chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, we're talking about cryptozoology, right? Ooh. But this is apparently the skunk ape. I mean the other famous like Florida myth.
Kind of a you know, what you call it, slothish experience.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is Florida giant sloth?
Yeah.
I saw a giant rat, but I've seen this one, right? So that was literally how big the giant sloth was here.
Whoa.
Right? So like, you know, you're talking about, you know, this is a small child. Like these are tree-sized things. Like they were able to grab like trees.
Yeah.
You know, so this is like full-size human, right? And like, you know.
Wait, what is that? I missed it.
Giant sloth.
No.
We used to have here.
And they have
right? And then
ape out in Florida that could be one of those.
This is the skunk ape. This is Florida Bigfoot. Right?
What?
So the other famous Florida myth is like the green flash. Right? Yeah, let's see if I can.
So what do you think? Do you think that they're real?
Probably not. It'd be hard to hide something like that at this point. But so this is
space left to develop things, except for
this is the green flash.
Whoa.
Right? So this you can actually go see this, right?
What?
If you go to like
is it like Florida, the Northern Lights of Florida?
Kind of. It's more it's less a electromagnetic phenomenon and more a like angle of light phenomenon, right? So where's the picture that this I wanted that picture, right? But yeah, so here, right? So this is where we're here in Florida. Gimme. We're here in Florida, right? And here's the sun as it goes down, which is technically going around, but we're technically going around it while rotating, right? So light from the sun rotating like away from you, right, will end up hitting that, you know, dark side of the moon prism, right? And like you could catch it right at the end, like,
that's
and
really awesome.
You know, so like, yeah, I mean it looks like that. You know, it looks like a little bit of green.
It's like alien looking, you know. It's like it's like
it does look foreign, but it's pretty fucking.
It's like Florida's Northern Lights. It's Florida's green lights.
Yeah,
but it's different.
It's a different thing, but it's still like really cool.
If a guy offers you to go out on his boat to show you Florida's Northern Light, I would not go. I would not do that. You're like, choose to stay home on that one.
Like, can we just get some lobster and stay here?
No, I want some of those cocaine shrimp.
Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing here. You know, if shit hits the fan, like I've got water right here. There's ocean.
Yep.
I can, you know, if I can have enough land to grow basic food and fish, I'll be fine. You know, like, so, but yeah, no, it's I mean, it's generally, I just wish I was closer to stuff. Like Steph and them are in Raleigh now, right? And like, I was like, I wish the taint of Florida wasn't so far away from all the good comedy venues, because otherwise it's great. There's just nothing to fucking do here, you know? Right. Like that's why teen pregnancies and alcoholism is high. Like there's nothing else to do.
Scene, like,
you know,
like Dallas.
Well, like Orlando does some pretty decent stuff. Miami, right? You might even hit like Sarasota, Tampa, like the Daytona, like that, like spring break scene. But it might even be only around spring break. Like it might be during that. I know there's venues in Tallahassee, as far as like, you know, we get, you know, if you want to do a stadium, right? Or if you want to do a big venue, like that happens, right? Like they'll have like Blue Collar Comedy Tour, or like Tom Segura come out. Bert will show up to Tallahassee, because of course he would, you know, like, but other than that, like I tried looking for a venue for like Jimmy and Steph here, and there's like nothing. Like unless you want to play a bar somewhere, like, you know.
Yeah, we have a couple venues that we could hook them up with.
I mean, I feel like it's a college town right here. There's three of the state's biggest colleges are right here, right? So you know, plus it's the capital of Florida. Yeah, they have a shitload of terrible politicians there. It would be a fantastic venue, and I'll fucking be there, and I'll fucking put out flyers. What do you like? What? I'll be there, like, you know, that's 40 minutes away from me. Like, I'm there. If you can find a venue there, I'm down. You know, so
you would think.
But I'll go grab fucking Jay Buffont. We'll do a whole fucking Florida trip. You know, so. But yeah, like otherwise, you know, moving out the country is the game plan.
Yes.
You know,
I want to get some land and make a communal like living like space, like where everybody has their own like, you know, homes or whatever, but a community. And
yeah,
like you can use the bicycle to get to your friend's house, or you know what I mean, like take a walk. You know, or in Florida, you know, they have all those golf carts. Your golf carts in Florida, man. Holy shit. My mom lived close to the Villages, and I could not believe how many golf carts are in Florida. Like, have you guys been to Florida? Any of you near Florida besides Reef here? Because oh my gosh, the golf carts, they have lanes for the golf carts, they have parking for them, they're all styled up and shit. Like,
you want to know why the average Floridian age is like fucking above like 45, 55, like it's the retirement state.
My they call it like God's waiting room or something.
Like near me they have like a golf cart Trump parade. Yeah. Like, you know, it's like I got a fucking e-bike so I can stunt on those haters with a little motorcycle club, you know? Woo. Like, but you know, I fucking cruise up in silence. Stealth.
Silence.
I know they're like, really quiet.
Just with all you hear, the last thing you hear is the baseball card in my wheel. You know, like like anyway, but yeah, that's golf carts are crazy here, like and they're fucking expensive. Like golf carts are like $4,000. Yeah. Like I could buy a car.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather have a car. I don't need no Mario Kart shit. Give me a fucking Hyundai.
Like, well, go-karts aren't the same thing.
Every one of the old people that live in Florida in those carts with their carts also have beautiful cars. And and all kinds of things. They have all sorts of toys. It's like they live on a resort until they die.
Oh yeah, that zombie face guy was bath salts. Bath salts. Yes, that's what that was.
I remember that one.
And it's either that or crocodile, whatever that other weird drug is.
Yeah.
You know,
crocodile tears.
I mean, look, Florida. We at least like. You have to admit the average level of chemistry in Florida is a lot higher than it should be. You know, I mean, meth is our #1 export past oranges. So, like,
dude,
you know, I just make sure you get your amphetamines legally.
When I was a kid, my aunt Peggy lived on an orange grove, like on the orange grove in Aquawaha.
Yep.
And we used to go swimming in the pond that you beat on the deck and ran down on the dock and slapped it with an oar so the fucking gators would swim away so you could go swimming.
Yeah.
And we go swimming there and shit. And it was pretty cool because they had like the best fucking pink grapefruit I've ever tasted in my life. I've never tasted another fucking pink grapefruit.
The fucking smell,
unbelievable.
During, like, you want it to go away.
Yeah, well, it could be overwhelming. Absolutely,
it's like overwhelming at times.
So
You're just like it's like fucking someone just like fucking change the air out with the breeze.
Yeah.
Like,
did you
that's
add
like
a
you're
fucking
just
grapefruit
breathing
filter to this air?
Yeah. Like, it's the like orange blossom season is ridiculous.
It's just
and
banging.
this is like some Naples shit right here. This is fucking like gated community.
Oh, yeah.
Like ass shit right here.
That's what the villages look like just south of Bellevue, Florida. That's where my aunt
it's
Nancy
all
lived.
Yeah, seriously, they are all about their golf carts.
It's right, and it's 4-wheel drive golf carts now, right? Because those will go on the fucking beach.
Yeah, man.
You know,
with fatty tires
like
on them and shit.
they're expensive. Like that's like a car. Like that costs you like a car. That's like $4,000 right there, and that's for a cheap one.
My mom and stepdad had a really nice one.
Yeah, that first one looks like
that's that Polaris. Got that Polaris one right there.
Polaris.
You know,
I mean, this is around like the holidays, so they're all decked out. But yeah, like this is what you see.
15 miles of charge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably better that they're driving golf carts compared to big vehicles.
Oh,
yeah. Do you know how many?
But there's accidents, right?
That's a ton of Social Security checks right there.
Like
that's what that is.
To like Dr. Dre or like Snoop Dogg, like.
Oh my god!
Like, some kind of good hip hop with the deep bass.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous though. It's the freaking golf cart thing is just it cracks me up. Like they are.
Oh, and it's the #1 breaker of hips in Florida too. Like old people fall out of those things all the time.
Oh my god!
And until you see like the one that's got like doors, and you're like, all right, this is a car. You just made a car.
Yeah. When does it? At what point does it become?
God damn it!
If you could take like a Toyota Corolla on the golf course, it would be a golf cart to these people.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
look, here we go. Let's see this one, guys.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The Village's golf cart parade. Oh, shit.
It's a Trump parade.
No.
Trump send me $4,000 and I bought this golf cart. Woo! Woo! I love it. I like this. I made mine look like it was a car from when racism was cool.
When racism was cool.
I know, like they seriously, guys. These are the Trump. This is the Trump parade. They have their own like golf cart parade.
I'm not sure which one was worse, the golf cart parade or the boat one.
Yes.
Oh, the boat one is really fun too.
The boat one's hilarious because half of them sunk their fucking boat.
You know what I mean? Everybody chill because they're all.
Could you imagine that over there in fucking Fahaba, over there in fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Trump, he's the fucking best, bro. Like, fucking, we love fucking MAGA. Like, I can't even think of like how a fucking Boston accent goes with fucking like fucking make a like I can't do it. Like it would be like you got to park the so it's mock America.
We're gonna go do the MAGA shit down there at Duncan.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Fucking dunks. Fucking everybody sounds like the front of goddamn Departed, huh?
You want cream in that?
It's fucking Wahlberg. There's a fucking another Wahlberg.
Cream and sugar with that? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, guys.
That's more like Brockton though. We kind of both missed.
Guys, seriously.
Oh, yeah, I saw this with both Riders on the Storm, with Today Was a Good Day. Like, I've seen so many edits of this.
Look at the belly of the orangutan. I want to rub its belly.
Oh yeah, it needs music. Unfortunately, all the good ones would be copyrighted.
Yeah.
You know?
It really does.
Like,
he really does this.
Just,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He ain't fucking around.
Yeah, dude. Harambe be doing it up.
He's like, you bitches need a ride.
Look at his belly. I want to rub his belly.
I'm misspeciesing. Harambe was a gorilla. This is an orangutan. This is like. This is like.
Look at his hair. Do you think he styles it that way, or is it the golf cart that does it for him?
Like Robin Williams would be out here like tickling it and whatnot.
I know.
This guy knows sign language too, guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if Leo knows how to press buttons to communicate.
Oh yeah. This guy will put the moves on you in fucking
driving all like you
know.
He's like all gangster driving with his
He'll be like, "Yo, girl, what you doing?" Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look at him holding on the top. What the hell?
That's what I want to see. I want to see the sign language catcalling. That's what I want to see.
He's throwing gang signs. Where my monkeys at?
Where my monkeys at? Yo, fuck you. We up out of here. You got them fucking bananas? You got bananas?
Who got bananas?
No.
I'm telling
Give me all
you.
your free bananas. I know you got some.
Oh my
like,
god.
I can see this guy just like chilling around, like, you know, fucking Fort Lauderdale, right? He's just like, you know, he's about to go get him some fucking. He's got to go to Winn-Dixie. I had to find something Florida relevent.
He's like, "Where's my wallet?" Oh, I'm not wearing
those $6 subs.
Right now.
Wait, are we sure this isn't a female? We're saying it's a male. Are we sure it's not a female?
Either way, it's the same attitude because, you know, right? Like this is an alpha animal regardless of gender. You know.
I know, right?
Like,
look at Phenomenal said
G.
that orangutan drives a vehicle
Like,
better than many humans.
I mean, it's just Riders of the Storm is playing on loop right now.
Dude, we don't need robots. We need more orangutans.
Like,
we just need them to like, you know, like they could be the next Uber drivers. Like, you're like, yeah, here, you know, who needs a ride?
I've seen one. There's been so many music edits of this on Reddit, and they've all been great. I'm trying to remember the other ones. There's been Today Was a Good Day, right? You know, and
he is professional.
one of them, I think one of them was the Miami Vice theme. Oh, it was I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Like,
hey, what up, girl?
Like,
he's like, I can go
up?
faster than my ostrich friends.
Faster than my, I don't know. The ostrich. If he goes by the ostrich cage, we'll see that motherfucker just fucking keep right on up with it.
Oh my god. I wonder how this evolved. Like, how did it come to be that everyone knew that he could just drive it around?
He could just drive the cart? Well. What probably happened was they just left one in the, like, you know, orangutan enclosure.
Oh my god!
And like they put training wheels on it.
He's got. I don't want to get copyrighted.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh my gosh! Look at this! Like, how cute!
He's a champion.
Oh my god! He's on the beach.
Go on
He lives at a resort.
Go on Twitter and look up bodega cats on Twitter. I think I retweeted it.
Yeah.
I went on. Oh, you can show your screen too.
Oh,
just so
I can
you
do
know.
that.
Yeah, you can do a thing and share your screen too. That it might be easier for you.
I can also do that.
Look at the orangutan
can...
knows what's up. Yeah, I don't have my thing open. Popeye said, the look on that tiger was like, "Hey, bitch." Orangutans can be drivers of public transportation. If humans allow them, just think of the benefits. Humans can take a vacation from public transit for 2 weeks. They're gonna be the new Uber drivers, right? Like it would like, oh man, I had too much to drink. Like, all right, I'm gonna take an Uber. The orangutans got me, guys.
But really, do you think if
Lucky's
the ruling elites knew that monkeys could drive just like humans, they wouldn't have already had them fucking doing it?
I feel like we're just like in a different dimensions Joe Rogan show. We've ended up talking about like DMT, gorillas and orangutans. Like, we're like a couple kettlebells away from being,
That's how we do it here. We'll talk some serious shit sometimes, and then we'll talk just random fucking shit. Because sometimes the world is so crazy that we need a place to like just come and be freaking weirdos.
And be silly and have fun and
there you go.
Laugh and play music, whatever the fuck. Just
Bodeg cat cute.
Content.
What is happening?
Bodeg cat cute. It's just
oh my god!
Endless bodega cats. They got bodega cat merch.
What?
Right?
Oh my god!
They got
like
bodega in the shelf.
Oh my
right?
god!
They got.
They got.
They got this bodeg. They got that bodeg.
Like I love smart.
Oh my god! Everett would be a really good bodega cat. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
This guy's just trying to get money for catnip. That's all this.
Yeah,
guy's
he's
trying
like,
to do.
give me that catnip.
This you don't go to the bodega ATM without like trying to buy drugs.
A cat has a drug.
Oh my god.
Oh,
most likely.
Oh no, the cats are getting the Rona now too.
You gonna get the Rona?
Oh, dude, how they get zaps at the bodega? How they be doing that? How they be getting zaps out here at the bodega?
Yeah, man.
I never knew there were so many.
Yeah, that's because there's a gigantic mice problem where there's bodegas.
Exactly.
So they're just like, and there's also a giant wild cat problem where there's bodegas. So
I love how they lay on
two
the
birds.
ATM like, you motherfuckers need this shit. Come get some.
Oh, we got bodeg boxer too. The boxer Bubbo. Oh yeah, bodeg.
We have a place called Book Barn near us. And they have like, it started out as like just this barn of, where they sold used books, but then it expanded to like all these different like buildings and sheds on the property. And they've actually expanded like beyond that, but they have a bunch of cats there. They adopt them. And so you'll be like somewhere random in the book barn and there's just like cats in the shelves and other places, and they have goats. And one time Leo went up to the goats and he's not afraid of them. He used to run around with goats, but this goat headbutted him.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't go near the goats anymore.
Billy goats.
This one's just like, I just want to be like, yo, homie, gonna get like 2 packs of like peach swishers and like,
you got a pack.
You pack of those Trojans up there, like like exactly, like well, you got those like Camel Crushes, dog. You got,
Yo, I need two raw cones and
black and mild wine. What tip?
One black and mild.
Give me the box.
Give me the jazz flavor. I like the jazz.
The jazz flavor? Which one's the jazz flavor again? I forget.
No, I got very addicted. I'm gonna stop talking about them before.
Oh yeah. I feel you. Mine was wine wood tip. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. The plastic tip motherfuckers could fuck off. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Right. Get out of here with your fucking plastic tip.
Get the fuck out of here.
Microparticles.
I wonder how many of them just like go around and just start knocking stuff. You know how cats will just be like, "Yep, I'm an asshole." Boop.
Yeah, New York City Popeye has the biggest rats I've ever seen anywhere. And I've been to San Francisco and seen some rats there, and no comparison.
Oh my god, the rats in New York, man.
Fucking chunky.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Some of them eat really good.
They would take a cat down.
Yeah, some of them would kick any one of these bodega cats' asses. I mean, like
that's what Warren was saying. Like, yeah, they don't eat the mice. Like, mice are too big.
Yeah,
like that's I mean, I've seen cats try to take down pigs, Like, you know, little fucking. They just. That's the only time I've seen them work in packs.
Savage.
You know,
yeah.
they're like,
Omar,
fuck this,
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna get a
have
fucking
some
pig.
earlier ones.
You know,
We're gonna be doing
yeah,
some earlier
dude.
streams.
Literally, I could just. Oh yeah, he found a jerks. Give me that meat.
That would be Everett. He would do that.
Like, give me some of that. Snap.
He would seriously be opening shit up. Like he would not be a good bodega cat.
Oh, yeah.
This fucking homie found the wine. Look at him.
Yeah.
He looks.
He just
tanked.
fucking chilling.
He's like,
Dude.
bitches.
There's so many adorable cats.
Oh my
look
God.
at 'em
I know.
all.
Can you imagine going and grabbing something and you're like, oh shit, that's furry.
The Ace Hardware store down the True Value down the like street from me or whatever has a couple of bodega cats, and they just chill out on like the mats, like, you know, where you go get like the welcome mat for your house. They're just always back there, right? And they've got like a couple of like rocking chairs in the front, and they're just chilling out there. I'm like, this is the best. I just want to stay in here the whole time. Like,
That's
have you been to one of any of those animal cafe things? Have you ever done one of those?
No.
Like,
I don't know. Leo's
like a
my
cat
service dog,
cafe?
so he goes everywhere. So
Yeah, Leo always goes with us all the time, everywhere.
yeah, so I don't
Gotcha.
know. I don't know what that is though.
He's your seeing eye chihuahua.
Seeing eye
You know?
chihuahua.
Yep.
Look at that.
He's my protection dog.
That's right. He's
Like,
security.
I throw him at your face and it will give me protection.
He's 7 pounds of fury.
Yeah, the cat
Yeah,
is
dude.
more dangerous. I'd be more worried about Everett.
Yeah.
He's 18
Yeah.
pounds and he will kick your ass.
Yeah, 18
You know,
pounds
if-
is
Yeah,
much
dude.
more than
If
7.
he wants to get out of the bedroom and the door, you know, is closed, you know what he does?
What?
Because Steve taught him this. He goes over and he will jump on Steve. 18 pounds of just whoop, like a rabbit jumping on
Usually
you.
like right on your nads, you know. Or
Oh,
And he
my
did that when
dogs
he
are
was
worse
little.
with that.
And I was like, you're teaching him to do that. If you every time you let him out, when he does that
Oh,
to
yeah.
you, you are teaching him. And guess what, Steve
Oh,
did?
yeah.
I learned them real good.
Oh yeah, did the same thing. So I have the same problem now where it's like I used to when cat was small, when baby cat, right? He'd just get like right up in here,
Mhm.
right? Just underneath here. And now he still tries to do that even though he's ginormo.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, he's not gigantic, but he's pretty good sized cat. Like, and he's just now fucking shoving his head like up in here, like, bro, like, you know, like, what are you doing?
You should see what Leo does to Steve like every night. It's so funny. He like rolls his head and digs it under Steve's beard and then
Yeah.
like looks at me like,
He like she
Yeah.
like,
oh,
looks
weird.
out-
Like,
looks out from under my beard at her like, oh, I'm under here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
you
know.
gotta
I don't
you
know
gotta
why.
put all the animals outside of the room on Valentine's Day. You just gotta be like, all right, get the fuck out of here. You know,
You guys go find something
like,
to do.
you gotta go find something to do. Like, you know, that's the worst. That's the worst. They're just staring. Like, bro, homie, like, busy.
They got like their
you
cards.
know?
Okay, I give that one a 9.
Yeah.
The Russian
Put it to bed,
judge.
like,
Yeah.
oh, you phoned that one in, right? Didn't you?
Terrible.
Everybody's a
Terrible
critic.
jokes.
Um,
Everybody's a critic. Fucking, especially like the boxer. Someone's got a boxer, and the boxer's just there. Like, what do you?
they just have that expression.
They're
All
just
the
like
mastiff
they're
type
shocked
dogs.
all the time. Like they just saw a ghost.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like
Like
when they open their eyes really big and they're just like that big droopy face.
the giant black, like a doll's eyes. Like the
Riley
fucking
has an
giant.
Riley has a question for you.
Okay.
Jaws reference number 1.
I've not done Bermuda Triangle. It's a little far into the islands for me to have enough money to go to. But you know, I mean, there's plenty of weird shit in Florida. It's just like, you
We
know,
gotta need a bigger boat.
like the hurricanes bring enough of the Bermuda Triangle sauce up this way, so you know, we have a soupçon of that triangle just sprinkled across this whole fucking state. But
That was
yeah,
that was 2 Jaws references within like fucking 45
2 Jaws of references. I know, right? Black like a doll's eyes. My favorite is the one from It's Always Sunny where Charlie does it.
Yes.
You know, and he's
Yeah.
I forget what he's talking about.
Hilarious.
It's not even shark. It's like something else.
Yeah.
But
It's very funny.
like
I've seen that one.
dude, just watch their blooper reels. They're the most fucking hilarious things. Like I've never really watched the show. I've like watched blooper reels only, and they just can't like they cannot get that shit together. Like I couldn't do that shit.
I don't know.
You
I
know?
couldn't be serious around Danny DeVito if you paid me.
Oh my god, dude, I couldn't do it now. Like I'd be like, bro, what are you doing down there? Like, fucking, what's up, homie? You know, like.
Oh,
and then I pulled my guns and I started blasting. Like I fucking love Danny DeVito, dude.
Dude, are the pelicans like scary down there?
Oh, I've had to pull hooks out of them. Yeah, they're fucking giant arm flailing assholes. They're just fucking like, I'm like, bro, stop moving. God. Like, dude, they'll grab that shit out of midair. You got like your dad just tied the fucking like hook on your fucking, you know, like little fucking my first fisher. Like you're like fucking going out, you know, like
it's a foot and a half long anyway. You're like, ah,
right. And that little fucking asshole just fucking just out of midair takes that fucking lure out that fucking. And you're just like, oh god, your dad is just like fucking upset as shit. Like, you know.
The first time I went fishing in Florida in the fucking ponds down there, and there was these like where the river came into the pond, there was like this huge, the biggest bass I've ever seen. Like the biggest basses swimming around, and you could see them, and they were rainbow bass, you know, and fucking huge,
yeah,
like 10 pounders. You know what I mean, like. And I'm from the land where there's lots of 5 to 10 pounders, but you usually catch a fucking 3-pounder. You know what I mean? Kind of situation. So, but in Florida, it was just like, holy fucking fuck. You know, every time we caught one, I was like losing my mind. I was like 10 years old. I was like,
they normally eat stuff at speed.
Holy shit.
Popeye wants to know if we've ever seen a barrel of monkeys.
Barrel of monkeys?
That's going to be tough to find, I'm betting. You have to have a pretty big barrel. I bet you some zoo has like done that though, made it a giant barrel.
Silver Springs Shores there in Ocala, which is butts right up against the Silver Springs theme park. Purportedly, in the 50s or earlier than that, they shot the Johnny Weissmuller Tarzans there in the.
Yeah, so I'm right. I'm literally right. So yeah, so Johnny Weissman also filmed right up here, the Tarzan, over at the fuck is that shit called? I'll look it up before it's literally like near me.
Yeah,
like
I knew there's a
Springs.
couple of locations in Florida where they did that. Because it was like, you know, the fucking woods around the river looks like the jungle. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I lived in Live Oak forever too. That was my like high school stomping grounds. Like in middle school and high school.
I've been to fucking Sewanee a couple times and shit. And
yeah, that like music.
music festivals.
Hippie Road right there. I have plenty of stories from that place.
Awesome.
Like accidentally hitting somebody's VW bus mirror with a giant lifted truck with fucking pipes on it. Like at like 5 a.m.
Oh no.
Like, and just being like, I don't want to deal with this problem. I'm just gonna, no one's up yet. You know, like it was, and literally it was, I'm sure one of your watchers will know this person. They had the VW bus kitted out, right? Like with like fucking F-16 style masks for doing whippets. Just for whippets. Like, and they have to be touring like every Fish concert ever.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like, you know,
there's a mafia. There is a nitrous
really
fucking mafia.
Heads.
Oh, I've heard. Channel 5 shout out.
Right on.
You know, I want to talk to that guy. That guy's doing real investigative shit out here. Channel 5 be out here. Previously all gas no brakes. But you know, he got fucked over. You know, so now he's Channel 5. So go look up Channel 5 News. Go watch the Fish concert, front lot.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. That Channel 5 fucking bit.
Fucking great.
Really
so is there a lot of people with like the exotic animals, and there's a lot of people with parrots and stuff, huh?
That's like South Florida shit, you know. Up here where I am, it's like South Georgia, pretty much.
Okay.
You know, it's saltwater rednecks. Like that's, you know, that's pretty much what's here. Like, and as a saltwater redneck, I can say that.
Do you have like the swamps and stuff with like all the
no, like mine's like
the cypresses?
Saltwater swamp, so like marsh, which my mother will hate that I called it that, even though that's what it is. It's like grassy salt stuff, right? So, you know, we got gator right here at the end. It's like where saltwater is meeting freshwater, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
So
the brackish part.
Estuary,
Yeah.
marsh situation, right? Yeah. But you know,
So,
over there
like-
in Live Oak, that's a whole wash basin. You get all the springs and stuff right in there. You know,
Huge
that was yeah. I love doing that shit. But so that place where I fucking hit the VW, that was the Purple Hatter's Ball, right? Which was set
Allegedly. It's always allegedly.
My buddy Jim.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It was the thing with the Purple Hatter's Ball was that it was set up to like be in memorial for this young lady who was like shot by cops over like weed, right? And so what
Like,
ended up
it's a
happening
fucking
is
plant. Like, it's a fucking plant.
yeah, I mean it's but the thing is that there wasn't any fucking cops there. Right? Because the cops didn't show up to it because they thought they'd fucking it's like an anti-cop concert or whatever. Plus there was no dude, the fucking Live Oak only had like fucking 4 cops probably anyway.
Right.
So like we all knew those cats. So like it's right outside of town, there's no cops. There was like some private like bouncers. Like that was about it.
That's
right?
cool.
And the worst part was you had to fucking so they had like a concert section. Like you've been there, right? Like Steve, you know what I'm talking about. It has the whole like people were the campground, right? And then it had like the concert area, and there's like 3 or 4 stages, right? The issue is that the only thing they didn't let behind the gate from the camping was fucking liquor. So if you had like an open cup, which I always, of course, had just filled it up, right, and was too high to remember to drink it before going, right? So it's like I'm down in fucking grape drink with vodka, like fucking, you know, like every time, and I'm like, dude, I was so fucked up, like, you know. I did not drink and drive. We camped out. We waited till that morning, and then I was like, I gotta get out of here, right? And fucking got in the only vehicle I could like use, my father's like giant lifted Ford Dodge fucking truck with pie, and it's just like okay, it's at a fucking concert where like people were listening to fucking like Fish and shit, right? And I'm fucking coming out with like. You just turn the key and it's just wah, like I'm like, oh god, like
you just woke
it's
up
like
God.
4 a.m. Yeah, and I'm trying to like it's giant wide, like there's tons of trees. There's like I think I could get through with the like fucking.
I've had to do that
like,
at a show before.
Hit the fucking mirror,
good.
like, and I'm fucking out. Like I was like, all right, I'm out. Like, and then I think I hit that. I didn't do that. Like. I'm fucking gone.
That's not how I choose to remember it.
Yeah. And that was my friend fucking, we went for a liquor run, and like he fucking, I didn't know he had just taken fucking acid, and like he didn't tell me. And
depends on when that, like, you know, if you just took it, usually
right,
if
like,
you're in if you're in driving and it's coming on you, usually you're okay. But if you're already like there,
like
you don't want to go driving.
Yeah. Like, and he was a tiny skinny dude, and it was us. He says like, and I was like, are you gonna be all right? Because I was like, he's like, I took it 30 minutes ago. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna be all right. Like, you know, like, wait, you're gonna be all right. And he's like, no, I'll be fine. Just tell me if like the lizard people on the road are real, and I'll be good. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know?
Dude, I've had to drive like that before.
Lizard.
Yeah, like
It's their dogs
You
they're
know.
walking that bother me.
Did
That's
I just see an
another Florida
orangutan
thing.
driving a golf cart,
Dude,
or
one-
am I really fucking spun?
One time we were leaving Madison
Hunter S.
Square Garden
Thompson.
and driving through a
Like-
fucking tunnel, and I kept seeing what I thought was somebody trying to cross the road further up,
Right.
like with a dog, like they're trying to cross the road, but it's a tunnel. It's a fucking tunnel, man. There's somebody down there just
Why
about
is
to cross
there a
the road.
dog in the tunnel, man?
Why is there? I asked my friend.
Why is that
sitting next
lizard
to me,
person walking him?
I said,
Like, that's fucking great.
dude, do you see the guy trying to walk the dog in the tunnel? And he's like, no, dude, there's no dog. There's no
no dog here, bro.
And I'm like, all right.
Fucking,
cool,
you got Wilfred in your ear, fucking going like,
We're
please
cool.
tell me y'all have seen that.
cool.
Please tell me y'all seen Wilfred. Oh my God, go watch every episode of that right now.
Oh, I've
you've not seen
absolutely
Wilfred.
watched every episode of Wilfred.
Oh,
You know what's
it's a trip.
weird?
It's so
My-
good.
My daughter used to like Dilbert, like when she was like a little kid. Like she understood the humor in Dilbert, like as a
Dilbert?
little kid. I was like,
Dilbert's
how
what's
can
up.
you watch that? Like some of that is like way over most.
Yeah, it's like I'm
adult
going to
heads.
stab myself in both
And she
eyes
loved
because
it.
I'm at work the whole time. Like, yeah, like, but Wilfred is about Elijah Wood, right? After his, appearance on, Lord of the Rings, right? He's, it's not Elijah Wood, it's the other one. Which one's not the other Elijah Wood? Fuck, I can't remember which one it is. I'm gonna look it up while I'm talking about it. But anyway, it's one of those guys.
Toby.
And Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood. That's it. Right? Yeah, so it's I can do this, can I? I can go bring this up here and then go back down to StreamYard and hit share screen. This one. Share.
Yeah.
So just Wilfred.
Yes.
It's
Yes, I
one of the
remember
greatest shows of all
Wilfred.
time.
Oh my God, that
Um,
is so funny. Yes, I remember that one.
Praise Matt Damon. And but fucking I love this show, and I showed Indy one time like an abridged version, right? Like it was a guy being like breaking down Wilfred and like every episode and like unraveling the fucking twists and ties that it takes to try to answer what happens at the end.
Oh wow.
Right? And it was like Indy was like, what the fuck is this show? Bro, it's Wilfred. Like,
You're like saying it like it's just a normal thing. Like, hello, it's Wilfred.
like it's the fucking movie. It's the show. It's the thing. They're fucking smoking bongs in the fucking basement. Is the basement real? I don't know. Like,
does he really have a cellar door? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it a
I don't
closet in
know.
his bedroom? I don't know.
How is Matt Damon a part of this?
How is
Like,
Matt Damon part of it?
what about what is I can't remember the bad one.
Oh yeah.
Gamer, you have homework. You need to watch Wilfred.
Oh dude, Wilfred is a trip. It's not that long. It's really not. Like
No.
I think it's like 2-3 seasons.
Pretty much.
There's also an Australian version, which is it's the same guy playing Wilfred, but not Elijah Wood. It's also great.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and they like reference it in this show because like the Australian version like didn't get enough funding. Right? And then like, but yeah, Wilfred's fantastic. But
Yeah.
I was gonna go, you were talking about like lizard people, and immediately Hunter S. Thompson comes to mind.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Who's
And
feeding these animals?
who is another like he has an honorary Florida man degree because he crashed on Jimmy Buffett's couch for a long time, right? And if you crash on Jimmy Buffett's couch, you're a motherfucking Florida man and a half there, which
Yeah, I would say.
like Jimmy Buffett listed on an insurance claim the reason for destruction on a boat was Hunter S. Thompson, and the insurance accepted that. They went, yep, cool.
Oh my gosh.
Cool, that's like an act of God sort of thing.
If
That's-
any of you
yeah,
guys
that's-
want to join us, then I put that link in there. I know a lot of you guys are shy, but if you guys want,
That's
Yeah.
really creepy too, because like the Jimmy Buffett is down with the whole Mar-a-Lago fucking
Yeah,
Jimmy's girls, fucking
yeah, but I mean,
all of that.
Mar-a-Lago for a long time was like not. It was like not
It was just a
Trump
regular little
affiliated.
town for a while. Yeah.
You know.
Choosey's asking a very
But
loaded question.
oh, with Joe I have no idea. I don't watch that guy.
Yeah, we
had to deal with him a few times, and he
this is
practically puts me to sleep.
This is the first show that we've done besides my stream earlier that has nothing to do with the KRTD thing, because apparently they just like switched up.
The whole Red Berries thing is super weird.
Very
you know, I know Indy had on Ron Placone, who's a signature captain, right? Of Red Berets, and he asked like, hey, like, what do you think about this super PAC stuff? And like, you know, there's also the whole state-based thing, right? The state-based medic, and Indy asked him about that. But he didn't know much about the Red Beret stuff, or the, you know, I think he kind of pushed it over to this other guy. It's not really the Red Berets, it's this doctor or whatever that they're like joining with, and it's like, okay, you know, whatever, bro.
Yeah, not shedding a lot of fucking. There's not a light being cast on it, and basically, you know, the censorship that they allow to take place is like documented and shit. Like if they don't like what you're saying, they do the same thing to Lucky. You know, she was like, "No, Firestone, your fucking hustle is wrong because you know election quality is in the toilet. So how can you have anything without having, like,
you know, a lot of."
And this was months back. Like Franco just went on and had the same conversation. But I already months back I called him out. I knew he wouldn't change his.
Well, and it's like Joe gets a bunch of weird trolls anyway sometimes, and I think he's just carte blanche. Like any disagreement, he's just click, and it's like, okay,
immediately you're a troll. If you don't agree, you're a troll.
Yeah,
fuck that.
That's not how you have fucking civil discourse.
Yeah.
If people don't agree with me, I'm like, here's the link. Come on and let's talk about it. And most of the time, people will come on, and
I'm
then
terrible at that.
we realize that we are agreeing. You know what I mean? Like we're on the same page, or we get each other. Like once they come on, it's really an awesome thing.
I'll have that argument with the argument that I'll have that in my head later, you know, like, and realize I was right the whole time, and you know, like I'm terrible. Like ADHD makes it. I just emotionally, like if I get frustrated at all, I'm just like, what the fuck, you know, like fuck you. You know, I don't like this shit. Like I had to be like, they're just people. They're just people. You know, like it's like constant checking of emotion is needed. But
did you see?
You know,
some people, just dealing with some people, certain people, that is just a thing that you have to do anyway, just to maintain. You know, I think it's the fact that they don't know. Nobody knows what the Carnation Revolution. I mean, nice people know what the Carnation Revolution is. I'm not saying no one. You're not nobody.
But
right?
they act like it's something that, like, oh, we can't talk about.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's one of those things. It's like when it was, I did a quick Google search when it was like putting my thing, like, what's the, and it's like, oh yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, like I'll take it. You know, like
right.
Well, whatever.
As fucking good an option as any.
It's either that or guillotines, and either option is fine with me at this point.
Sure.
Like.
If we have to kill less people, then please, by all means.
We don't want to kill anybody. We just want to send
already figured this shit out. Like, you know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
I went on Joe Firestone and said then pitched this idea. I was like, you know, your idea is flawed. Here's why: because election integrity is garbage. And then I moved on to, how about this, Joe? And he just like dismissed it out of hand, like I was some kind of fucking idiot.
I'll tell you. The thing I've noticed is that I think what it is, right, is that they don't know what to do if electoral politics isn't the way forward. Right? Yeah. That's the thing, right? They have went for years, and this is, young people get into this too. This is the entire shitlib spectrum that has this problem, right? They don't know what to do if we're right.
Right.
They have no idea, right? Every day, evidence shows that we end up being right. It's they don't know what to do past that, and we're screaming at them. This is what you need to do, and they're like, "No, it can't be. It can't be that." Like they don't get it. They don't understand.
Yeah,
they
and
can't
until
fathom.
people fucking gather around that idea and bring it forward in everybody's mind.
They don't understand
then it can happen.
A general strike, if it actually happened for 2 weeks, they'd come knocking at your door. You're holding the country hostage. Like, hey,
oh, dude,
you know, America negotiates with, you know, that they understand that hurts pocketbooks.
Well, that's essentially what's happening with the mandates in Canada. All those
you're seeing truckers, right? And me and Indy have been talking about trucker strikes in Australia over mandates and whatever, bus drivers striking.
That's the most effective tool there is.
All those non-skilled laborers. You know what's non-skilled? Not showing the fuck up. How about do that shit?
Yep.
How about don't show the fuck up over and over again? I don't know if you guys are on Reddit at all. r/anti-work. Right? It's constantly fucking fuck this Jimmy John's. They don't fucking pay us enough. Yeah, right? Dude. Everyone left. Find your own goddamn sandwiches. Like, you know, and it's just over and over again. Change out the thing, put a new thing. Like, you know, that's why, like, look, they're already obfuscating away from that and heading back to Russia. We're going back to Russia again.
Yeah, it's the end of the world again. Again,
you know,
ladies and gentlemen, I've been alive for 53 years. It's been the end of the world since day one.
You saw they're pushing the RT bullshit again.
Yeah, dude.
Right? And Sputnik bullshit again. Like, bro, I you know, I used to like him, but Jamal Thomas is not going to influence the election in any way. Like,
if it's not that, it's Chinese anti-gravity weapons flying around,
right?
You know, like, what the fuck?
People giving way too much credit to, like, you know, this whole nonsense. It's ridiculous, you know. But like, it's how do they people? They're going to send our children to war any day now.
Yep.
Like, the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, dude. Because we gotta have the biggest dick on the field, and, you know, send as many fucking impressive fucking machines to fucking Ukraine as we can muster, and have it go on for 20 years. You know, have it, you know, at least Afghanistan style.
Teddy Roosevelt, the original Rough Rider, you know, like, carried a big stick. People forget the first part. He says, walk fucking softly, people.
Right.
Like, you know, it's ridiculous. You know, it's like we have to teach people history over and over again.
Dude, the feeding frenzy of war hawks on the fucking NPR in the morning, like, just like
China,
at the bit
Russia,
for this shit, dude.
Steve's phone died.
Africa, China.
Stuck listening to him.
China, Iran,
Russia, like,
Ukraine,
Russia, anywhere, everywhere's a problem. They're out here. God, who is it? You? Is it you? Like,
who has the most bases, guys?
Notice how China's not the enemy anymore.
They're willing to risk. They're threatening the two biggest nuclear powers. What the fuck are you doing? Have you not played Risk? Like, have you not played, like, fucking Civ? We're not playing Gandhi level 2. This is like, it's fucking Russia, people. Like,
dude, it's fucking hideous, man. Like, my phone died, and I listened to the radio waiting for Skyla at the dentist, and I'm like screaming at the fucking radio by the end of it, dude. Like, shut the fuck up! What are you saying, you fucking morons? You know,
do they think babushkas in the middle of fucking Siberia on Twitter are gonna end our world? What are you?
Right.
Like, it fucking breaks my brain. Like, I have a tough time trying to, like, understand. Like, if I put myself in, like, Sam Cedarhead, I'm get out. No, get out of here. Yeah. Like, I can't. You know. Much. Like, it's too much. Like, Rachel Matt. Like, I can't. Like, it's too much fear and.
Dude,
like
that's all it
fucking
is the constant
smugness
fear bubble.
and like
fear
it's
porn.
arrogance. It's fucking like it's literally, if you opened Pandora's box and poured it into a fucking glass and drank it, you couldn't fucking get worse than those fucking assholes. Like, it makes no sense.
It's fucking
Like,
mind-boggling, dude. And I just can't believe how eager our press and the propaganda machine is just to back that idea up and just promote it as much as possible to get everybody freaked the fuck out.
And it's like they have someone riled up over fucking everything else. They're not going to see it happening.
Right.
Like, you know, it's turned into team sports nonsense. Like, they've divided the left to no end. They've, you know, I've been pretty much telling people, hey, circle the wagons, close the storm doors. Like, just ride this out. Like, at this point, you know, like,
you see what
think
Omar
about
said?
how to grow your own food, how to fucking, you know,
stockpile seeds, grow your own food, grow your own
plan
weed.
Plan for the best, prepare for the worst.
They cannot take away your knowledge on how to your skills. You know what I mean? That they can't take that from you.
Well, and that's the thing. They constantly they're constantly trying to tame that Wild West. They can't put that cat back in the bag. The internet's here. You fucked up. You literally allowed people to go out with a fucking $100 laptop, right? And be able to fucking reach hundreds, 200s, 300. Like, you couldn't ask for a better megaphone, right? And they constantly try to cut. People were making money through that to where they could live off of and continue the fight.
Yeah.
Right? And like, now nothing. That's all dried up. Even the worst of them, Kalinsky and them, get fucking, like, they're not making any. I mean, I don't know. They're probably making a lot more than the rest of us, but they're not making crazy.
Oh yeah,
like it used to be.
Like,
think about how much
Jimmy
they
has
have
the
for
biggest
Patreon and shit. Like, all the
Right.
different sources of those big channels. Like,
Right.
it's crazy.
Jimmy's making enough to afford the median house in fucking LA.
But I don't care if he was able to afford a huge house in LA.
Anything.
Like,
Right.
because he's fighting for the little people. He's
Of
been
course.
there. He's gone
Yep.
through it. He's not like up there just being like, yeah, you know what I mean, on a high horse.
Right.
Like, he's not there. Like, and
he puts
he's
his
funded by
ass
the
on the
viewers.
line
You know, no one's
every
forcing.
fucking time.
No
Yeah,
one's
it reminded
forcing,
me.
like,
It always reminded me of when they got mad at Bernie because he had a good book that people bought. People bought his fucking book, and because it made him a bunch of money from a book, right? That, you know, like, he wasn't out there like fucking signing autographs and publishing and going on Ellen to push it, or no, people just bought his book because they admire the policies and like, that was it. Like, it's very similar to people's like upset about, you know, like the house Jimmy bought. It's like, yeah, it's like when they caught Bernie riding in a fucking like rental car. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's like a basic median, and that's the problem, right? Is that like basic levels of like middle class living is so, like, people can't even fathom that kind of wealth, right? They push the median income to be so expensive to live. Like, you know, you think about the average stuff, like what? Okay, a Tesla is fucking, you know, 400,000, like what, a $500,000, right? Fucking a standard house in LA is fucking $1 million. You know, we're talking like, you're gonna live in the city and work there, like, and have a middle class life, which I think we all could agree should be able to be like available to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, internet, water, enough food in your fridge that you don't feel like you're gonna go hungry. You know, a one room for every kid. Like, that doesn't, like, those things aren't, you know, and enough to be able to buy kibble for a dog and a cat. Like, white picket fence bullshit. You know, we could easily give that to fucking everyone with fantastic internet. Like, and I don't think there's a fucking person on the planet who, if I told yeah, I think we can give that to everyone if we took away some of our military spending and made sure that the people who are gaining the wealth that we give them, right, gave us some back, right? I don't think anyone would be upset with that. And that's a fucking compromise. You know, that's how does Eisenhower put it, like, or else they'll come for you. I'm saving your ass by doing this. Like, you can stay rich as long as you make sure the fucking people below you, like, make sure that they can all eat. Like, it's crazy.
Make sure everybody
They
can
don't
eat.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Basic. It's
Like,
basic as fuck. To
basic
want
shit.
everyone to eat.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
That
fucking
you
basic
want
fucking thing.
if you lived in a village of 10 people, right, and one of them was going hungry and one was sick, the entire village would be helping those 2 people.
Right, and that's you just said it. That's essentially what's wrong with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is that we've separated ourselves from nature and community.
Yep.
And that's exactly what the fucking elites want, because it makes us
Right. Well, it gets taken over by literally every gigantic power across history. They take community and ruin it.
It's the
religion
giant
took it over. Big business took it over. Like, if you had a community that all of them made fantastic electronic boxes and gave them to people,
right,
you'd be like, oh, great, fantastic. How can we help you? Right? Like, you know, well, you're digging giant holes in the earth. Can we, like, spread this out? Like, well, there's giant rocks in the sky. Maybe we go get those. Right? Like, then I don't mind. Like, yeah, go to space. Go fucking here. Like, do all that shit. You know, it's the fact that we're leaving that for fucking Wayland Yutani to fucking do. Like, okay.
Just
like,
because they have money doesn't mean they should be able to make out the decisions for the rest of us.
Right.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
y'all watched Blade Runner and Alien, right? Like, y'all know that that's like bad shit.
Yeah, dude.
When you let like capitalism run rampant, like that's what you get. You get murder fucking monsters that will come.
That is
spit
where we're
acid
headed.
at you.
We're
Like,
heading down that highway.
Yeah.
You know,
You'll
at
get
top speed
fucking you'll
desert.
get androids that fucking the robots are here. The fucking androids are here.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's just what they're showing us, right? Like
Right.
they kind of like filter things in and see how the population reacts, and then they
react to it.
Yeah, they move
And-
forward, or
and
they
again-
drop it in Hollywood
You
movies,
get
and in Hollywood
desensitized
movies.
to trauma. You know, you're desensitized.
Well, and there was two things that, you know, I think it was Elon, one of them, that was like getting a bunch of scientists together to sign like a robot without weapons. Like, don't put weapons on robots. Like, don't do it. You know, just don't ever code that shit in. You know, like, and they're worried about the fucking singularity and all that nonsense, and like, you know, we're worried about fucking
Who
Terminator
decides
shit.
the morals of a robot?
That's
Well,
a reality.
Asimov
Needs to be-
Asimov already did so.
Asimov
right?
already said
It's
that shit. Yeah. Hell yeah.
right. We all know what robots should fucking be. Asimov figured that shit out. All the like iRobot. There's a whole series about how that can get fucked up the minute they start having emotions. You know, like you essentially have to make them like slave robots without consciousness. The minute you give them some form of consciousness, you're now talking about a life form.
Sentience of the robots will be
Right.
human beings undoing.
Then you're enslaving them.
The thing that
You
I was
know?
going to say earlier was the fact that we've separated from nature and we've separated from community fully, and by doing that, there is no continuity between us and the world. You know what I mean? Like we've been mined of all our energy. Everybody is a slave. It's a giant mining operation to take everybody's energy. That's what the fuck happens. You fucking work your whole life and they sap you of your fucking youth and your energy. And that's what's happening to everyone on the planet. You know what I mean? And like waking people up to that idea that no, you don't really have freedom. This is a fucking mining operation.
Well, and the other crazy part is that money is only as we value it. I mean, think about it. If we were just like, okay, we're going to work as a co-op and around the world, then okay, you guys make this and we'll trade with you. And, we can all do the things. What, like, take money out of it. There's nothing stopping that. You know what I mean?
Well,
There's nothing stopping people from doing it. If resources
an
were just
IOU,
shared, it's just...
Right? Well, of course, right? It just depends on what you deem like a resource, right? Money's technically an IOU to a resource, right? It's supposed to be, right? We get into crypto and stuff. The thing that actually is the power that it took to make it, right? You had to burn some fossil fuel, which when oil is the, like what our money is based off of, or we're on a petrodollar, right?
Well, all the plastic that you see around you, styrofoam, garbage bags, all of that is all oil that just needs to be refined. And it's really not hard to do it.
Hemp oil is pretty fantastic stuff that can make its own plastics and whatnot.
But we already have it. We already have, we have all the plastic. Like, there are places that are mining landfills and they have machines that completely separate everything, and it gives you clean burning fuel that runs the factory, and you get pellets for housing, you know what I mean? Like for heating. So it's like everywhere.
The Scandi countries, I think almost all of them have to import trash to burn for fuel. Right? Like they export all their fossil fuels and they import, like, give us all your plastics. We'll redo that and like make Lego out of it and, sell it back to you for ungodly prices. And, it's crazy to me that we, that's the thing, right? Is that fucking the government has been so incompetent for so fucking long that people can't imagine something that works. Just works, let alone like does something well, right? Just does like the bare minimum. You know?
People are always like, oh, well, we can't have socialism because it's bad.
Right.
And it's like, wait,
socialism
what we're doing right now
minimum.
is killing us. It's killing us.
Right.
Capitalism is not working. We need to evolve and try something different.
Right. Just bring that fucking needle back the other fucking way. Like, we might end up you might end up wanting to go further, but fucking head down the road that way.
Try it, man. Just let us try
it out. Shout out Robert Paul Champagne. Try it out. Just try it out, bro. But like, that's what's crazy. We're constantly, we've been screaming about this since I know people have been screaming about it since like the 60s, the 40s. Like, how far back do you want to go? We want to head straight to Marx at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution where he saw that shit coming, or, what? Like, who's the fucking, then I got to go back to my fucking, who's all the groups? You got the bourgeois and the fucking, all these other fucking, it's like Game of Thrones over there for a minute. Like,
and what's crazy is that, like, for me, my daughter's 18 and I'm like, I will not give up on this. I cannot pass this down to your generation without putting up a freaking fight.
Yep.
You know that she came to me today. So she's 18. She's in a high school, but it's a high school college hybrid. So she's going to graduate high school with her 2-year degree.
That's so smart. I should have done that.
She's freaking brilliant, man. Like, she's really freaking smart kid. And so she comes to me today and she goes, Mom, all the teachers are propagandized. These people are supposed to be smart. They're supposed to be professors, and they're not, Mom. She's like, they're all propagandized. They're saying they watch CNN, but then watch the, like they read the New York Times or this other paper. And she's like, Mom, they're referencing
TLC,
propaganda.
They're watching Honey Boo Boo. Everyone's like, this is the other thing people forget, and Chappelle talks about this. We're all humans. Everyone's human. Your teacher's a human. The actor on TV, human, right? Hitler, unfortunately, human. All those things, human. They have reasons for making it to that evil. You can look and see how it happened. avoid it. Like, it's not that hard, right? And yet we've let worse than Hitler's end up in power over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, every CEO is sociopathic. No empathy, right? Like, complete, you know, whether they're female, male, trans, whatever, they're sociopathic if we're at that level of, like, whatever, you know. The only ones...
You have to be a psycho.
The sanest ones in Hollywood are the ones that either are barely in Hollywood, right, or are the comedians, because they're the only ones trying to connect with real people.
Right.
Like that's it. They're going into rooms across the country with individuals they've never met, right? They have to sit at the bar with them after the show if they bomb. Like that's where those guys are at. So when you're calling out Joe or Jimmy or whoever, realize their skill is there. They've been there, done that, got through that emotional trauma and moved the fuck on. Right? They're dead inside to that shit. The amount of hecklers they dealt with, right? They've locked down their morals, values, and fucking thought patterns to where they can do it every fucking Friday, 3 times a fucking night. Like that's
you take away their
head is at.
power when you take away the power of other people that want to heckle you or they want to treat you a certain way. You take away their power when you take away, like, you know, it's like sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but your words will, you know what I mean? Your words will never hurt me. And it's like, once you just say, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like
been...
you know who you are and you don't have to question that. And anyone else, if they question that, then they're probably reflecting upon themselves, you know. Well, and we want to push everybody. We want everyone to do better.
Right.
But we don't know what's going on behind the scenes with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even people with a public face. And it can be really hard for us to, you know, want them to do more and want them to do better. And of course we all want that. But we can't put that on one person, you know, like we need to make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable to the same thing and trying to do that too.
Especially for us who are too high for the responsibility.
You
wouldn't even want me making a grilled cheese.
About his take on the vaccines, because he was like, you know, telling you like it's okay, you know, go ahead if you think that's what's good for you. But at the same time, you're promoting RFK's book, which explains that there are no safety measures since 1986 on any vaccines at all. So what are you saying? You know what I mean? Like, are you going to speak on that truth? You know what I mean? Just like, it's like he's right there. You know what I mean? It's just one more thing.
But we digest.
Say, like, you're an asshole because you don't say that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like that does jeopardize all of his shit if he fucking comes with that. But that's the truth of the matter. You know what I mean? And that's what I want from Jimmy, to have that platform and to be speaking fucking truth to power, because fuck them cocksuckers. We need everybody on this shit.
Yeah. I mean, the platform is a
room,
you know, like with like, you know, about 300, 400 people in it. Like, you know, except he goes out to 400, 500,000 people every time he goes live, and they're waiting for him.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, there's like 10 to 13,000 people on the YouTube usually, and that's just one platform.
I remember watching when live shows had, like 200 people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I went from having, before I'm about to yell at the debate on the fucking TV, Jimmy on TYT is fucking beating me to the punch, right? Like every fucking time, you know? And it's like with exactly what I was going to say. I've said for years, that dude is the id for a lot of lefties, right? That like, you know, I used to say that like, yeah, Kyle Kalinske can say the things that fucking Jimmy can and put a nice bow on it. I now realized, quit putting bows on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't fucking need
Those
them.
are just narrative construction.
And I don't
That's it.
agree with Jimmy on everything. I don't. I will yell at the TV to him too.
Well,
but
like-
I hold
like you
that
wouldn't-
same standard
right.
to everybody across the board.
Right. You wouldn't,
you know,
and you also wouldn't. I get irked only because I'm weird about it. Like, you wouldn't say that about anybody else. You wouldn't go like, oh yeah, I like Susie. There's a couple of things I don't like, but like, it's like, no, I'm sure there are tons of things you don't like about fucking Susie. You know, like, I don't, you know.
I won't say anything
like-
behind someone's back that I won't say to their
Right.
face or that
To
I
their
haven't.
face, right. Well, it's like that's a normal behavior. Like, of course, everyone disagrees occasionally. Like,
You can,
of course,
you can ask Steve. I've met people and been like, the first time I met him and been like, you're a freaking asshole. You know, if you're an asshole, I'm gonna tell you that. But I'm also the person that ends up with someone crying on my shoulder. Like every night we would be at a bar
Every
or
fucking
at a
time.
festival because I'm always like, yeah, I'm here to listen, but I'm gonna tell you truthfully. Like if you're being a douche, I'm gonna say, listen, you're being a fucking douchebag. Steve knows.
The funniest, most ironic thing is like when me and Lucky agree fiercely. We agree with each other when we're telling each other we agree really loudly.
Yeah,
It will
that's so-
agree
I know,
really
me
loud.
too.
Or
We'll
we'll,
agree super loudly.
it's like we're arguing about the same thing,
It's
but
like you're arguing the same thing as me. You agree with me.
yeah, he'll yell at me,
Yeah.
be like, "You're agreeing with me," and I'm like,
I mean, I think
"Ah!" like we.
You need some of that.
right.
It's like we have
I mean,
nothing
I
to
think
fight
it's the
about,
fact-
so we're gonna fight
We
about
just make up
agreeing.
shit to fight about.
Well, it's like, yeah, you've been in the trenches, whether we like you're fighting each other or you know what. It's like you made it through that and coped, so you know they're gonna be all right. Like even if I do something fucking dumb,
Exactly.
you know.
We got a
Like-
weasel.
And we can.
Oh
we can
my
be honest
God.
with each other. Yes.
Yeah, fucking weasels. I almost
He,
thought that was
he
Sammy
reminds
Cedar.
me of an otter so much.
Oh my God, he's so cute. Look at him. Oh, you just have to do that all day, right? You have to go like, oh my God, the cute, the puppo, the thing,
I'm a cute
the meow meows. Like you got that thing slithering around like a
They're
first.
so flexible. Like they're just. Oh, he's
Oh
gonna
my
stretch.
God, have you done the Dancy ferret? I love the Dancy ferret on TikTok. When's the last?
I don't know the Dancy ferret.
He just like guy holds him and like wiggles him around. Like that's like
He's
you
like,
know.
very wiggly.
Yeah,
super
like
wiggly.
imagine Shakira, you know, like
Shakira in ferret form.
right. I'm sure someone's done that on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I'm
but-
sure.
Like yeah, I think part of it is
Oh, here we
the
go.
journey. Oh, do you put a hat on it? Why do you make this difficult? Like
He makes up
you
for
got a
his
fucking
dancing.
little hat. Like he's a fucking newsie. He's about to go fucking
Crazy from 19.
like yeah. Like he's a fucking he's gonna fucking ask
he's
for
got a
more
couple hats.
porridge. Like, please,
Women's
sir,
got the votes to ride.
may I have to? Women's got the right to vote. At least he's one of the woke ones. Then, you know, like
So his name is
But yeah, I think-
Bonkers, and he suits that name
Bonkers.
suits him because
Yeah.
he used to climb on top of the refrigerator to get in cereal and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
oh, dude, I bet those things would fuck up some Captain Crunch. You know,
We don't need that
and
shit,
the box.
When we did eat crap food, yeah, he would be all
yeah.
up in that.
Have you tried?
had a-
Have you
my
tried
buddy
Magic
Jim had a-
Spoon yet?
Had a raccoon named Sid that got into the.
Sid
cabinet.
is
Dude,
awesome.
Jim had a raccoon named. That's some
Yeah.
rural shit right there.
Yeah, because he was
You know.
like, well, Jim was crashing on the couch after a party, and he left a few
Like-
hits of
like-
acid
like
in a
you do.
cellophane. When he woke up,
Yeah.
there was only a couple hits left, and it was like a 10 strip or something. There was only a few hits left, and it looked like I had been bitten. And so after that, we all fell asleep again because we're all
Raccoon on the
wasted.
couch is like,
And the raccoon's
Oh.
just up in the kitchen destroying everything.
oh yeah, but
Destroying everything, every bit of macaroni and oatmeal and whatever the fuck was in the cabinet.
crack it into the fucking lobster roll and the fucking
Everywhere, dude. Like it
you
just
know.
inundated this little 2-bedroom apartment like napalm went off in there. and it was just this little tiny raccoon who was spun out of his mind.
Fucking macaroni salad shit.
Yeah, he was cooking all kinds of shit, dude. He was doing raccoon cooking or something. I'm not sure, but
he found that
like
weird salad with the fucking peas and carrots and shit. And
I think he had a little PTSD from the LSD, but he was all right after a while. And
I mean,
we turned him loose
went
after
through
a while,
the astral plane to Nam and then came back.
Dude,
you know,
our fucking kitchen looked like Nam, dude. It was just like it was bad. It was bad.
It looks like the United States
couldn't get in the fridge.
Looked like the United States government had gone through.
So where I live right here, Panacea, Florida, is where a lot of the jungle training and like we did the Normandy beach landing training here. Oh, wow. Right off the beach here, right? So like there's a shitload of like houses here that are old army barracks. So like the one right next door to me is an old army barracks, and it's like, yeah, this is like Nam, and we're in fucking Nam right now. Like even though it's World War II, there's still the same barracks because they didn't change shit.
It's fucking Korea.
It's like the fucking head, and then the fucking 2 fucking bays, and then like a little slot for like armory, like a kitchen, and then fucking, and that's it. You know, like
oh my god, I used to play in buoys as a kid. I remember being like down south, and I think it was New Orleans, or maybe it was when I was in Rhode Island or Virginia.
You could get foobarred and bivouac or whatever.
Yeah.
But I used to
one
play
of these days
in
we'll
buoys.
take you back to NOLA, get you a couple of grenades. Fuck the grenades. We're gonna go to a daiquiri shop, get you some fucking like double shot of fucking tiger's blood with the fucking high octane in it.
Woo!
You know, you get a fucking gallon of it for like fucking $5. Like nothing. You can buy it at the mall.
Yeehaw.
Like they don't fucking play down there. Like, you know, you fucking want to go to fucking Dave and Buster's and fucking, you know, Hot Topic and what's the fucking one that had all the fucking laser shit on the wall?
I have to show him.
Yeah. Like, what does Hot Topic do now? Like, they're not selling fucking chain pants anymore. Like, they quit selling Jinkos and shit.
Oh my god, I wore so many Jinkos.
I seen
you had some Jinkos.
I seen Duran Duran on television the other day, like Austin City Limits or something on the YouTube.
You have like Jinkos, pairs of DCs.
Did Alex do a new video?
Big fat chunky ones.
Did Alex do a new video?
I got a pair of Etnies the other day. I'm like, when's the last time you seen a fucking pair of Etnies?
Oh my gosh.
You know?
I have not seen this yet, guys. I have not seen this one. Oh my god, it's a new Alex video.
Not as dope as my A6.
I found a new Alex video.
A6. I got A6. I got fucking A6. I got them.
I got
those fucking A6.
You guys, okay. Reef, this is one of my favorite comedians because he's local and he's really freaking funny. And this is a new video I have not seen of his. So we're gonna watch it.
Let's go.
Remnants of the mall past.
It looks like he's in the mall.
The other day, I made an exciting archaeological discovery. The remains of a Southern California-style beach house in a mall in Waterbury, Connecticut. While we'll never know for certain why it still smells like Axe body spray, it offers a rare glimpse into an ancient civilization dominated by male models. For carbon dating, we can tell that the interior was dimly lit,
I used to fucking steal cologne out of Hollister.
with music played so loudly its echoes can still be heard today. Paleontologists have already excavated what appears to be a puka shell.
Okay, you two.
All right, sorry.
Hang on, let's just get through the last like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Go ahead.
You guys can do your thing. Hang on.
Necklace, which would indicate that these were Homo sapiens. Yet something tells me that if I told them that, they'd say no homo. So who were these people? Why did they worship the Pacific Ocean? Why were they popular and I wasn't? I look in the window for answers, yet all I can see is a reflection of myself, but older. Maybe that's the real discovery.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got caught by like the truancy officer. We would take like field trips to the mall and shit, and like everyone would fucking take one of those, right? They had like little free display ones, right? And they had like a fucking thousands of them in the back, like you know. Like literally, it's like one of the cheapest products for them to put out and make. They just put it in a nice jar. Literally, the cost of the jar is like, and then they sell it for like 60 fucking bucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, fuck that. I want that bourbon smelling shit. Give me that. The ladies like it. You know.
Whoops, sorry.
But yeah, I literally took it back. Like the truancy officer literally like walked me back, fucking walk of shame style. Right? Like back to the fucking thing, and was like, you could have fucking kept that, dude. We've got like, you know, like the fucking teenager that's like working the fucking counter. But yeah, that was Hollister. I recognize that fucking store.
That's so funny. When I was a kid,
yeah, it's like Abercrombie and Fitch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was like right. That was the white picket one. That was the one right across the road.
My buddy Bill decided that we were going to borrow his mom's Mustang.
Yeah.
And go to the Warwick Mall, and he had like, I don't know, $300 in his pocket or something. And he goes into some store and he steals something and he gets fucking busted. Now it's up to me and Jim to bring the car back. And we're flying back because his mom doesn't even know that we took it out of the fucking parking lot of where she works. And she's about to get off work.
Right.
Billy had to call her and tell her what happened and all of this shit. So we're doing like 100 miles an hour down Route 6 and fucking in Rhode Island and coming into Connecticut. And the car starts overheating. We're like, oh, fuck. What the fuck do we do? You know, we fucking slow down, everything. All right, well, it seems it's not so overheated. We'll turn the heat on, everything. We get it to the fucking parking lot. His mom, his dad, 2 fucking deputies, and 2 security dudes from the fucking factory are standing there. How's it going, boys? Like fucking Billy is still in Warwick waiting to get fucking, you know, processed and shit by the cops. And that was like the funniest fucking shit that ever happened.
Do you remember Jimmy on Getting Dug with High back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Where he talked about having to throw all his weed out the fucking window?
Yes.
Right? And like then have to go pick it all back up and shit. And like
I have one of those too.
The cop was like, don't go pick it up. Don't go pick it up. And he's like, yeah,
me and my buddy Matt did that same thing.
All right.
We got pulled over.
I have another clip I have to show you guys. And some of you.
Okay.
We got the same scenario though. We went back and got it after the cops finally let us go.
Spencer's.
Fuck that.
This is, you gotta remember this. You gotta remember Spencer Gifts. I love this I love this video. Watch out for
love Spencer's.
I walked into Spencer Gifts and the guy behind the counter asked me, "What are you looking for today?" And I stood there and asked myself, when did the world become such a busy place? Was I supposed to be walking into this store with an agenda? Are there people with shopping lists that say dildo, tiny backpack, lava lamp? Has anyone answered his question with, yes, I'm looking for a t-shirt that says bitches be trippin'? In fact, in history, has anyone ever said, today's the day I'll buy a Patrick from SpongeBob keychain? How is anyone supposed to know in advance that they're the kind of person that would go out in public wearing a fanny pack that says just the word fuck on it? Why can you no longer walk into this store and leave genuinely surprised that apparently you're that big of a Rick and Morty fan? Was I supposed to have figured it all out by now? Is it too late for self-realization? If there was anyone I thought would judge me for not having my shit together, I never thought it would be you, Spencer.
Morty, get the shit and get out. God. Fucking, you're muted, Luck. Lucky, you're muted. Lucky, you're mute. Mute, Luck.
Ah!
Lucky.
I was muted. So I was saying that we do have a list for Spencer's. We need to go get a button that's a fart button. And so we have one thing on our list that I think we can find at Spencer's. We can go in there and confidently say, I need a remote thing that makes fart noises. You would be the place that would have this. Where do I find it?
You can just go. Spencer's has an online store.
Oh, yeah.
I
don't know if we have like. I think our mall, like our local mall, closed. Like everything around us is freaking shut down. Like we have like
You
10
go.
pizza places around us, but there's not really much of anything else. It's like I don't think people eat that much pizza. There's a lot of liquor stores, yes.
I think pizza is a very acceptable food for a lot of people. You know?
We like the cauliflower crust pizza. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I just don't get like pizza that often, you know? Like,
No.
dude, I've been in calorie deficit for like the last like year and a half. Like, it's awful. Like, it is fucking terrible. I'd love to be able to like eat the same amount of calories I'm burning, not fucking less than. It sucks. But like, how else are you gonna fucking lose like 200 fucking pounds? That's just fucking how you do it. But fucking
just do
sucks.
it, son. Shit.
Fucking what
Yeah,
you
I
do,
saw your
though.
video of doing like kickboxing and shit. I was
Yep.
like, woo, look at Reef.
Yep.
Steve's-
Chubby surprise, baby. Fucking chubby surprise. Fucking
Don't sneak
Indy
up
will
on
fucking
that
tell you, don't fuck up with that guy. Don't do that. That guy knows way too much shit. Don't do that. That guy practices. Do you practice?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing.
you know?
That's the thing. When's the
Like-
last time you kicked a heavy bag, bitch?
Yeah, like fucking when's the last time you fucking tore up your fucking skin on your shin just doing that? Like, yeah, not many. Like Joe Rogan, me. That's like there's a very small circle doing that shit.
Just two.
Joe Rogan was just doing it earlier. You know?
I heard
And
there was a guy
he
in
didn't start
Cleveland.
out at like 620.
I heard
you
there was a
know?
guy in Cleveland that
There's a Cleveland guy?
a Cleveland guy could
There's a
do like
fucking
350.
Cleveland guy.
You know, three.
Oh.
Fucking do like
He bench
350.
like 420. You know,
For fucking
How much
420.
bench?
Dude, my bench is fucking terrible, honestly.
mine too, dude.
Uh,
I'm like a
like
little
I can
girl
fucking
now.
I can like shoulder press pretty fucking well and like squat pretty decently.
I
Like
broke
but the
my
time
fucking
by the time
shoulder.
I get the issue is dude I'm all my weight's fucking more than ever. Like if I squat, I'm squatting like 300 on top of like you. So like you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like take
here,
that,
climb on
add
my
300, that's like 600 on the fucking bar here.
yeah,
You
Oh
know?
my god.
yeah, no, it's fucking that's brutal. But the fact is
Like, I
that
can-
I definitely in high school I fucked up my fucking shoulder bad on the incline bench, like
Oh,
destroyed
yeah,
it,
it's
and it's like never
rotator
ever fucking
shit.
been right since. So my bench.
When you
sucks.
fucking tore up that rotate real good.
That's
Or did you
right.
actually
Broke
hit,
up
fucking-
the rotope.
That's why you got to be doing these. You got to be doing these and shit, and then you got to like hit these, and then like fucking those. Shout out
He's
Martins.
like doing it with you off screen. So
Yeah.
it's really funny.
Oh,
You
yeah,
cannot
he
see
fucking
him,
knows.
but he is doing it with you.
I know that motion. I can feel. You can feel it that there's shit broken in there. You know, it's
I'm-
not right.
Discord friends with one of the world's strongest man, I think, Martins Lisi's. Dude, every video he fucking has on YouTube just be this shit, you know. It's
Dude,
just
I
that,
am like
5
super
pound weights.
strong.
Yeah.
Like I am
5
like
pound weights.
really crazy strong, and I don't have to like work out to do it. Steve has seen
Yeah.
it. Like it's really crazy. I just have like this.
She has like you know,
Like you need the jar open.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You need to
hand
put lug
strength
nuts
You know-
on.
stuff like.
You know
like,
what the secret to
it's
jars
amazing
is?
when she does decide to rub my shoulders. I just
Oh, right.
I'm butter.
The secret to jars. Okay, let's take a look at our hands, people. Which way is the lefty loosey? Okay, this way for me, but like this one for the viewers at home.
Yeah.
Right. So take your left hand. Goes on the lid. The lid. Right, Patrick. The lid, and then undo this way, because your hand actually turns fucking left, as opposed to doing this and going it.
That's right.
I don't. Yeah.
So
Now I'm
your muscles,
You're right.
your muscles for rotating go the other way. So also dry the fucking jar. Just try the jar. It's fucking, and wash your hand. Your fucking shit's greasy and fucking, you know.
use a towel. Towel works
Towel
sometimes.
is
Like, yeah.
fantastic, generally
Yeah,
speaking.
get some good grip. The other thing is like a rubber band. Get a little rubber band, put around there. Gives
You know
some
them
extra
rubber
fucking little
thingies,
grip.
them silicone thingies they got. They fucking just just like kind of.
You would get them in the mail, right? You would get it like you opened a bank account and you would get the little weird like rubber thing, you know. Sometimes a heart-shaped one if you were lucky, and you know it was they used that to open the jars.
Heart-shaped.
So
I don't Oswizzles actually. I need to fucking record some shit, and I'm waiting to get fucking equipment to do that. I don't even have mics to fucking mic the drum set, or I'm gonna peak every mic I fucking have.
Dope.
So
just got
you know, I just gotta get. I want to get one of those. I saw fucking Travis Barker with it the other day too. It's like I want to get one of those pads, like the Roland fucking drum pad. I can actually use sticks on, right, and put pedals on it, or one of those fucking V drum sets, so I can just plug it into the computer and fucking run MIDI shit.
Badass.
Yeah, you know, if people want to be down in the doobly doo, there's that fucking Ko-fi and like that Patreon link. You can definitely hook me up. Those things are fucking not cheap.
Yeah, not cheap at all.
No,
yeah, Charlie Brown.
Like, you know, I'd love to play a beautiful Guild guitar from 1969. But
yeah,
they're really
feel
fucking
free
expensive.
to send me. Feel free to send me Lucille, the black on gold hardware. Thank you.
I would. You know, people have been way generous to me with guitars over the years. Like I still have this beautiful Washburn that needs a little bit of work, you know, if I invested like $500 into that, it'd probably be the
I needed a. I had to pawn shit. I had a PV Millennial 5-string bass. I had a fucking Ibanez like with the fucking fleur-de-lis shit on a fucking standard body, not the giant flying V that apparently everyone wants to get from them.
Sick.
Like just like a normal Strat body on it.
Yeah.
And I had that, and then I had to fucking pawn it at some point. I had to pawn all my cymbals. Not pawn, you know, sell it to the pawn shop because fucking, you know. But like
paper.
But yeah, money. And it's like fucking that's still a mistake. Don't do that. Do everything
it
else.
is a mistake, dude. I regret it. I've
every time
I've sold so many amps that I wish I had today, like real tube amps that are just like amazing. They sounded amazing, and what a fucking asshole! Why did I get rid of that Blues Junior? You know what I mean? That thing was fucking cherry.
Do you have bucket list guitars? Trigger's one of them for me.
Mostly,
I would love to be able to put my hands on that.
I would really like to get like an one of the early 70s Ibanez's.
Yeah.
Like Weir and Garcia both got made guitars by Ibanez, and and the one that Weir plays has like all these mother of pearl fucking vines and roses and all kinds of crazy shit through it. I don't want all that, but that style of guitar with those pickups and stuff, this sounds amazing. The whammy bar on it with the Floyd Rose, and it's
Lucille.
Super choice.
Lucille, of course.
Yeah, I love that too.
Trigger, if it still exists.
Isn't Trigger? No, not Trigger. I was thinking of Neil. Willie. Neil owns like Hank's first guitar, or Hank's.
Right, Willie still owns Trigger. Have you seen there's a guitar repair guy that does the repairs for Trigger that has put it up on YouTube, and it's insane, right? Which leads me to my next one. There's an old, I think it was on fucking iPhone, but there was this like museum exhibit for like these like the story of like some of the first luthiers coming to America, and they had like the new guys, right, that came from that lineage, right? And like this guy had made these fucking acoustic guitars with the F hole on top. Yeah. So like you can hear it and they sound amazing. He went out and like fucking cut a goddamn like tree down. He's Ron Swanson, right? And did one for every season. So he went out and got like a different tree that he thought was like wintry, and fucking one like wood that he like all hardwoods that are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right? And then he fucking cut, trimmed, made this gorgeous fucking guitar. Like out of, I want like to play all four of those, please. Please let me just do that once. You know? Like nice. Roger Waters' bass is in there. I'd love to fucking.
Sick. You ever see those?
That would be dope.
What the fuck is it? No, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Ritter basses.
You should I think so. That's the classic.
Fucking unreal looking basses. It's like they look like they're like Dr. Seuss made them. The shape.
What is it called?
Ritter.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen these.
They're fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, the ones
Milesh had
that'll
one with
do
like LEDs all in the fretboard and shit.
Thundercat. I've seen the guy who does fucking like gets the the fucking 24 fret 17 string fucking gigantic.
Yeah,
like
Thundercat plays one of these Ritters too. I've seen him playing them.
Yeah, he does like a 6 string, which I feel like a 6 string's cheating.
Well, that's what Les plays too. 6 strings that are just like I don't know.
Les, you're talking
Alembic
about
and Ritter and a few other brands.
What the fuck is his last name? Les.
Whoa.
Claypool.
Yeah, Claypool. Yeah.
I don't know which one is a good one to play.
Bootsy's bass is fucking incredible.
What the hell? Yeah, we've seen that one.
But
right there.
The last guy, the other, I want to do the one. Shout out to the people of Lake Minnetonka. I'd love to fucking get the guy before Prince died. There was a guy that was like gonna make his newest guitar, right? Like if you look up last Prince guitar, it should be in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's where I thought the Ritter basses, like they're really extravagantly.
Yeah, they're like real
warm
Princey,
looking
yeah.
ones. Yeah, they had that like Prince vibe big time. I was like, wow, those are fucking crazy. Look like Dr. Seuss.
I'd also love to go to like fucking NAMM.
Oh yeah.
The musicians, the musicians. What is it? The fucking like it's like E3, but for like music retailers where they show off all the fucking shit that comes out like 8 years from now.
Oh yeah. It's like NAMM on fucking steroids.
I don't know. It's a good sentence.
Like for newer tech.
But yeah, that's gorgeous. Fucking, I like that white one in the back. I'm a sucker for like black on gold hardware though. I love that shit. Like BB King knew what he was doing with Lucille. Like gold frets on that like deep gloss black.
Yeah.
Like looks fucking.
When are they gonna freaking show them to us? Okay, here they go.
Oh yeah, this is.
I'm like, they need to show us the guitars.
Yeah, well, it's like 16 minutes. But I see that. I like the. I think the back is fretless.
And there are my contacts.
Yeah, that white on black is fretless.
Is fretless.
Slick.
Yep.
So now we are back.
Dope.
He's a great guy, right? Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
that. Like,
awesome. Yeah, he does really
it's
cool
almost
stuff.
like a.
He's very reliable.
Less poly one back there.
Yeah,
so we said blue, awesome. Yeah, so
like a little one.
I don't know what to call this color.
That's what it reminds me of, a cartoon
flying
version of
Picasso drew a fucking like
Burl One Piece. It looks like it was
yeah.
a very strong blue, and then you put it in the washing machine.
It's a fucking Burl.
Yeah, it's like the old jeans. When I was young,
oh, I love Burl. I've carved Burl.
Stone washing.
Yeah, with that fucking gold hardware is fucking.
So here's my new model. It's actually
my millennial
Porsche guitar.
5-string was
Look at that one.
Like
and the speciality, of course.
That one's gorgeous. I would love that.
Why is it on the back? In the wait.
Well, look at that hand. Look at that. Oh my god.
So yeah, that's for a very special customer. And yeah, that's actually my new model, the tremolo.
Looks like it weighs about fucking 5 pounds.
Custom made.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's
like
it's a tremolo.
Reminds me of those
body. Just for your
Jack White's like plastic.
The thing is,
red one.
Actually, like the front more because that is. My eyes
like it doubles as a sled in the winter.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
3 instruments.
That thing is sexy as fuck, man.
That fucking orange one back there is fucking amazing.
And I couldn't decide which so I bought all 3.
Oh, he went like a fabric cover.
Like it was nothing.
This was before.
Like he cut up the fucking curtains and put it on there.
That's the one from Paris.
It's like
that's
a
curtains.
It's like your grandmother's curtains on the guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember one from Paris.
These are the same.
Yeah, that's not here. Okay,
that's my meme's
so
wallpaper.
The Blue Dragon.
What do you guys think? What is your favorite color guitar? Let me know, guys.
My career, I make
all the colors.
Look up
where does the name
look up the last Prince
blue,
guitar. I guess I can do it.
Of course, that's highly It's not very imaginative, Mr. Ritter. Come on, it's 8 years ago. So here's something special.
Here we go.
I'm not sure if
we call that a gold top. Everyone makes it. It's not special.
The speciality is that
No, it's not special.
the gold sparkles for the gold top in 50.
I would love that.
I was
Yeah,
going to
look
say
at this
over
one.
1,000 for a freaking stand. Are you nuts?
It reminds me of, like,
That's like
you know,
the white stripes one, yeah.
The red one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
This
Absolutely.
reminds
got
me of
like
like an
that.
old, like a freaking old Chevy truck or something.
They used to make them out of like bake
Like
like
Cadillac.
Cut and put on.
But they're not the original ones. They are.
No, they are scaled, of course.
that one's of course sold. All of those are sold pretty much. I like that white one with the F holes back there, that like ranchero body.
They're
I'm a
you know,
sucker for a
except for the
ranchero
like
body.
Really good stand.
the weird like
Get one.
purple one paisley.
five.
I mean, kind of if you're really
Yeah.
in a Prince
I
band,
mean,
that
was
would rock.
embarrassing. I
But
hate it
other
when
than that,
when you produce something.
all the other ones are nice.
But of course,
It's
it was
working and it's
it
beautiful.
was the
The
excitement of you interviewing.
I love that like
Now, is this,
ranchero
a
body
wooden
with the
base?
This is a
Bigsby
wooden
bar
base.
on it.
Yeah.
You know, big fan of those. That was like Gretsch did those back in the day, but I want to take like the Bigsby bar and put it on like something else. But this is the Prince one that the Prince was gonna get before.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that thing fucking gorgeous.
That's fucking great. It
Um,
looks like a fly. Like the headstock looks like a fly.
Yeah, and I don't know why he went with this like highly suggestive. I guess this is a dick guard. I mean pick guard, but I don't know. You know, but yeah, I thought this was gorgeous. If you made it in black, I'd take it.
I like the inlays too. I like the purple. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, like it looks like essentially he made it, and like everyone's like that looks like Prince should have it, and Prince was like,
Just,
yes.
I feel like I just want to bring like the bars, like the gold things. I just want to bring them into the guitar. I think that I would
Right.
like. I just want to be like,
Wants to do that. It's like one of those two
Yeah.
pieces. I don't like that. Put that together.
like I would
I
feel like
think
it
they
would
just
get
need a
stuck
different-
on clothing. Like
you
you're gonna
shouldn't
be like
have
up
put
there,
like a
like
mushroom
ah.
tip up here. The mushroom tip is the thing that ruins it. Like you need to
Oh,
like
it's
put these
definitely a
into like a
penis.
filigree. Yeah, like you need to put this into like, you know, like you need to like curl it back in or something, you know, like
Yeah.
Jeezy, do you,
I don't
you
know.
got pictures of any of those guitars, bro? We can see because it sounds
Like-
fucking gorgeous what you're describing.
yes, I have it up. Yeah, like
No, not
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Choosy
Oh.
was talking about the guitars he makes are baritone guitars that are deep
Okay.
body, triple O short
like
skin.
yeah, deep body. Yeah.
Nice.
Like mariachi deep baritone guitar.
That's fucking
You
wild.
know? But
I
yeah, I
seen
mean,
what
I
Robo
had all
Pro-
that stuff at one point. I need to pick that stuff up again. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
Um,
found a really cool mandolin player on YouTube and reached out to them, and I think they're going to come on the show with Steve.
nice. Mandolin is not an instrument that everyone goes, that's what I want to play.
I know.
Yeah, I
You
know
know?
it's so tiny.
Like-
It's cute.
It's kind of
Like
cool.
that and what's the one that like you put down? It's like a lap one that's got like 3 strings. What's that one? Where you
I like
put like a
that.
stick on it. Dolly's got someone like, yeah, it's like a wooden one. I have one somewhere in the house. I'd never learned how to play it. I think my dad just picked it up at like a music store sale and was like, yeah, that looks like a good instrument. Like
Nice.
it has strings, you know, like yes it
I've seen
does.
some dudes, African dudes, plucking ones like that in a couple of.
Oh,
bands.
like yeah.
Oh,
This is like
chords with
a
strings on them.
this is like a country western staple, actually. It's just most people don't. Like some acoustic, like weird thing that, yeah, you use a stick on one side, like, you know,
Like a fucking wash tub type of deal. But
sort of, but
rolling
it actually looks like a violin thing. Can Google find me weird violin lap instrument? No, it's not a Nyckelharpa from
Not a
Sweden.
dulcimer.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, dulcimer.
Dulcimer.
That thing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a lap harp, but like one of like here.
Yeah, Daryl, we're kind of random. Like, we're kind of random. And don't forget, you're coming on the show because you agreed with me that you would before the holidays. You said after the holidays. Guess what?
Daryl, I'm glad you're
Yeah, I gotta get Daryl on my show too. Another INN fam.
Pretty good.
But yeah, one of those.
We went like through marine biology and weird Florida stuff and music and
like one of these Kentucky dulcimers right there.
Those are beautiful. Steve, do you see these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking dino stumbles.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what Stumbles plays?
Yeah.
This kid is called
this
Stumble.
Is another one of these. This is another one of these instruments that's like, yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, no one went like, I know what I want to play, that thing. You know, like
really lay down some badass riffs on that dulcimer if I had one.
Yeah, like if they can make your instrument out of a Campbell's soup can, you know, we're talking about high level.
I know, I've seen those. I'm like,
you know what's the exception of that rule? If you plug it in, is one of those little Martin backpacker guitars. If you plug it in, have it like an EQ pedal. Man, you make that son of a bitch sound so good plugged in. It's crazy.
I don't, you know, the guitar tech stuff I eluded me, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, these pickups and that thing. And it's like, dude, it's a guitar. Hand it to me. Like, you know, it's got 6 strings, right? Like that's, you know, like that's, I don't know. I finally found like one Digitech pedal at one point. Like that's all I had that just had a loop and like any sound you wanted ever. And I was like, okay, great. I'll just use this. Like, it's like, it had a setting that said edge. Cool. I like that. Let's play some U2 real quick. You know. Yeah, it just like had streets with no, you know, and because the screen wasn't big enough to have the full, you know, so. Well, yeah,
I like the one I had before was a Korg, and all the names of things was like wrong. Instead of ACD, it'd be like AC Doocy.
Like, right, exactly. Yep, that's right. Digitech doing the same shit. Yep. Like,
just wrong.
But yeah, and then you realized, oh yeah, you could sound like these people if you had thousands of dollars worth of equipment, you know.
Yeah, and a bunch of talent, and a bunch of
right.
You know.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to learn how to make it. That's a different level of talent.
Yes.
Right? Learning how to sound like it is just usually money and time.
Emulation.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, you sit there with the tabs long enough, you too can play Freebird.
Exactly.
Like, so quit fucking asking.
It's like the
my god,
the solo to Stairway to Heaven. Like, yes, you.
Yeah, boop boop. Yeah, it's right here. It's right up on this fret. You got to do the bar, and then here, and then you got to like hit. Use your fucking little pinky and go boo 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 biddy, and then hope that you fucking make a noise here. It's the fucking worst song. Fuck that. Like, you got to have like the perfect fucking bridge on a guitar to do it right. Yeah. Like, the guitar, you know, and like the perfect playable. Action.
Certain songs, guitars have to be playable. Like if you want to play open E on a guitar,
and you
like,
hear
really
buzz,
move that chord shape around and have it beat
right
in key with each other. That's a special. That's a special like Taylor does that really well. Gibson does it really well. Yamaha, like high end ones. But
I mean, you see,
it's a fucking beast, man. Some Martins do not fucking do that.
No, I mean Martins are a thing that's like you have to find the right string strength for them. You have to put like they're you know, finding old Martins that are like broken in. That's what people really want. You know, they don't want like brand new off the shelf like Martin. You know, you want to go to like the actual ones that were made in Mexico like at 30, 40 years ago. You know, and use those.
The guilds that used to be made up here in Rhode Island, they're fucking sought after because they are the shit. You know, they made them really meticulously. And now, 50, 60 years later, they're like, holy fuck, acoustic guitars. We plug those bitches in.
People also don't realize how much these things depreciate in value, right? You know, my drum set when I bought it was easily $4,000. Now it's nowhere near. You know, Like it's crazy how much they gatekeep the fucking actual good music shit, just because of fucking money, you know. Which is why Sublime decided to use a brick to get theirs. But you know, I digress. Like, you know, April 6th, 1992.
Allegedly, everything is
allegedly.
alleged. Nothing is. It's all stories here, guys.
Couldn't ever have, you know, some like actual basis of reality. His son has a band. Sublime, not Rome, the other guy.
Yeah, Bradley. Bradley was the shit. You know,
yeah, he's fucking
I love
dope.
that fucking band and probably love them more than I should. Like as a musician that plays music, but
yeah,
they were just so fucking funky and cool and just on fucking point.
There's something about
legit
Sublime.
as fuck
and
about Sublime.
It doesn't feel like what you think it should feel like. It's much different when you just crank the headphones and like if I told you that it's like it's like kind of reggae rock stuff, like, you know,
It just
like
lands
funk.
so fucking big in your ear.
It's
That bass is
fucking
so
great.
fat, drums are so big. It's fucking.
It's like them and Chili Peppers are like the only like they're not even the same. They're like they're way different. But like
Polar opposites,
those two together, like, and then you can go towards Rage. Then you can start heading that direction. You know.
Do you think I would get
I love riff rock anyway. 70s stuff, Nazareth, fucking, you know, some of that shit is just fire.
You
so good.
You fucking Rush, bro.
Oh God.
Rush, Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
Fucking what is it? I Love You, Man. We're gonna fucking get into Rush shit now.
I love the Rush. Let It Be
Prog
Known.
rock.
Closer to the Heart. I
Fucking
love
Rush, dude. Do you slap at the bass? Do you slap?
You slap?
You slap at the bass?
Slap.
But fucking the best bit in that movie is fucking what's her name from The Office, right? And Parks and Rec and Ann Perkins.
Yes.
Right? Is fucking like at the Rush concert, and these two dudes are doing what everyone else at the Rush concert is doing and acting like this is a problem. You're at a Rush concert.
You're at a Rush concert.
Everyone's going, it's a concert. Do it and she's just like fucking side-eyeing these two people who are obviously enjoying Rush at this Rush concert. And she's like upset so much that she's willing to end the relationship because he thinks he's obsessed with Rush.
I love the fact that that whole thing with Canadian Trailer Park Boys, fucking Parks and Rec, fucking all of that. Like
it's fucking not. It's not kidnapping, all right? Fucking Ricky, you don't fucked up.
Ricky, you done fucked up, bro.
Do you think I could get away with
smell like kitties,
playing
Ricky.
something?
Probably, but Blues Traveler doesn't care. But you know, they want people to listen to that, which people should. Blues Traveler is amazing.
Blues Traveler is amazing, dude. I spent lots of nights at the wetlands in New York fucking rocking out.
Fucking Blues Traveler is legit. It's got a fucking harmonica solo.
Dude, John Popper is
like
a fucking beast, man. He is a man among men, that motherfucker. He got an ammo fucking vest full of fucking harps, bitch. What do you want to go?
Like them bare naked ladies, real big fish. It was going like right to the 90s deep cuts.
Don't forget the D. Don't forget the big D.
Yeah,
the DM.
The big D. The big DM. Now my fucking high brain is like, nah, you can't remember that.
No. No, that's Dave Matthews, man.
Dave Matthews. That's the one I could really do without, but I feel it.
I seen him a bunch of times, like unwarrantedly, like other people.
Unwarranted, yeah. You end up at a Dave Matthews concert. You don't choose to go.
No, it's unintentional every time. Each time I go, I've never purposely.
You were going to the store and suddenly, is it a Dave Matthews concert? Yeah, dude, they did it at the fucking Winn-Dixie, bro. Like, you know, they cleared out the Winn-Dixie. So
feels like a festy in here. What is going on?
What is going on? Is there? Do I hear
Flash
like,
Dave
fucking,
Matthews?
Is that fish? Like, you know,
Flash mob. It's all DMB.
Dude, could you imagine the Dave Matthews flash mob? Everyone would like leave whatever area it was. People would be like, "Is this Dave Matthews? Dude, fuck this!" Like, Dave Matthews.
Everybody's
fucking,
puking on each other because they drank too much swag beer in the parking lot. It's a miserable scene.
Right.
You don't want to endure that.
I mean, you take them though over Nickelback. You.
But I'll tell you what.
That.
When they hired the horn players from Bella Fleck band, forget it. Fucking over the top.
Like,
they play Sledgehammer when Dave Matthews Band plays Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel live. I dare you not to fucking dance your ass off. That shit is just fire.
That.
Oh my gosh, I have to show you.
It's okay when people
have you ever heard of
the
band? Have you ever heard of the band Big Something?
Also excellent.
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god, I love these guys. I gotta play them for you. I've met them and I felt like I corrupted them just by like meeting them. They're sweet Southern boys from North Carolina. And here, I'm gonna play their Sundown Nomad.
Got copyright.
All right, I'm gonna mute us.
The fuck is that? Like.
Sky of the dawn on the heels of the night, and I don't know how far I must go. On and on through the dawn, where is everybody gone? It's just the sunrise in my own eyes. Keep on creeping through the fog all alone, only me in the sunrise. Alright, beams of light shining bright to the other side. Always wondering why. She got me creeping through the sunrise. Oh, don't see why. Now I can't believe my own eyes. Been creeping through the sunrise. Then I wonder why. Why, oh.
I'm just trying to keep focus, which isn't easy as it seems. Being careful with my words and traveling in between reality and a dream where everything is a blur. But it's not a deterrent, it's just kind of absurd that no matter how many times I've been deserted by the past and the future, the biggest hurdle's getting caught up in the current. Complicated but certain, something is coming of it. Comforted in the unknown, coupled it with the sunlit. It's helping me to function, it's helping me decipher what's insightful, what to fight for, void of any assumption. Point of it all being, it's all about feeling. I'm feeling that this is that necessary healing. I think that you can see that it's no longer a secret. Is anybody out there? I'll if you hear me. She got me creeping through the sunrise. Oh, you see what
Shit, you said you wanted more cowbell? You want more cowbell? No? You're muted again. FYI.
Is that how
There
you
go.
keep the ostriches away with your cowbell?
Yeah. Fucking cowbell. The worst sounding cowbell ever made. It fucking sounds terrible. Like, it's fucking terrible cowbell. Like,
we have one.
but I have it. It's got a fucking handle on it, which is why I like it. That's the only reason. You know, how many cowbells have a handle?
Yeah, this one has a handle and it has the fucking clangy thing still.
Oh yeah, it has the fucking clangy thing. Like, I took the clangy thing out. Dude, I even know exactly what fucking cowbells I would buy if I could right now. Like, fucking Latin Percussion wants to sponsor me. Give me some of those fucking the high cowbells, the red and blue one.
I got Steve that.
Dude, if Latin
Oh, those are
Percussion
fucking dope.
sponsor us, we're gonna need some congas and some rototoms.
Tell them about this.
They're fucking rotos.
Tell them about this.
Yeah, the stylophone is fucking great. You can make your own.
It's a
The
Bowie
stylophone
one.
kit's all... Oh, is it? That's fucking dope.
It's like a David
Of course
Bowie
you would
one.
have fucking one of those.
Well, yeah.
But
It's what not.
There's been a
like-
Cutler sighting.
like the LP stuff, I played tenors in high school. So like timbales and shit, the cocktail sets. I'm down for all that stuff. We literally stole timbales and put them on a set of drums and then sent like Ohio State out with like 9 of them. You know?
Oh, he
So-
can't get his thing to work.
No.
He did something to
But
it.
he fucking crashed the fucking what is it? iAmp crashed, and you know, the fucking dongle, he couldn't find the dongle because of course we can't just have an 1/8" headphone jack or anything like that. We gotta find that shit. You
There's a lot
know.
of pieces. A lot of pieces.
I was telling people the other day, I was like, okay, so what do you guys think that Pillow Talk sounds like with a musician? I'm like, it is about analog to digital to freaking this
so
plug to
Theloni-
that plug and this
Thelonious
wire.
Monk,
And I'm like, sure.
fucking-
I don't fucking know anything you just said. Sure.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You're like, hand me that triangle. I can play that. Like,
We have a
So what?
triangle.
And the
Yep.
conversation of digital to audio, digital, analog to digital conversion that takes place in the little red.
yeah.
That's what I
yeah.
was-
You gotta have the DAC. You gotta have the Scarlet 2i2.
Yeah, man.
You just gotta fucking have the focus right. You gotta fucking have that shit in there. Then you fucking
2i2.
XLR into the fucking board, and then the board's gotta make sure phantom power. You gotta fucking phantom power. Phantom
Well,
power.
you
You
gotta
gotta
need a
have it.
condenser mic. You're
Right.
gonna
Then
need
you
a
got the
condenser
fucking.
mic
You got a
it's gonna
condenser
take
mic. You could go
phantom power.
shotgun.
You guys
A
sound like
pressure
the
mic even if you're on the stage. Like the pressure
And the
mic.
pizza-
Have you
peanut
seen that?
butter
Have you used
There's a
any of
fucking
those,
thing.
have you used any of those the like the plugins that you can buy that's just like it's like reverb for your computer? Have you
Yeah,
tried
so
any
I'm
of those?
using that.
Like,
I'm using that right now. Yes.
Right now?
I'm
Which
using
one are you
VST. Well, I mean, where's that fucking plug-in at? I mean, what do I fucking need to?
Because I want
do-
some
do
fucking
this?
reverb on my vocal. You know, auto tuners.
Yeah, fucking just go to T-Pain voice real quick.
Yeah, man. That's
What?
dope.
Yeah, that's on your
Yeah,
computer?
Yeah, it's a voice mod. It also allows me to do shit like this. Look, I'm fucking real tired of. I'm real fucking tired of it. I mean, I'm really fucking tired when I miss the bleeps. That's the worst part. You know,
I want one of
it's
those.
the worst fucking part.
Oh my God.
If I do,
Stream a little bit more, put some reverb on the Volks and just
Yeah.
bring it.
Oh
up.
my
if I've
gosh, I
got-
used to get so
Make
mad
a
at
fucking
Steve.
proper sound profile because I got Ableton Live and shit. I probably can do that.
Yeah, I got Ableton too. If you know how to use
figure it
Ableton, I
out.
would love some help
Oh.
learning how to do.
Me too.
I've got that Akai Mini Pro down there.
Yeah.
That's supposed to
Another one.
actually be decent for doing
Yeah,
that.
we got one.
And
I got one of
Yeah.
one of them. It's not.
I would love to learn how to do. Oh, that's the thing I want. I want one of those, the launch pad, and like I said, that
Yeah.
Roland like fucking pad, and with a pedal, couple of pedals, I'd be fucking down.
Yeah, dude.
Like you just go get a drum trigger pedal, like from a normal Roland V drum, and like how is that different? I mean, the only thing I would like is like actual drum heads, which the V drums have, and like put a sub kick on the fucking bass head. See, we're getting back into fucking talk. Lucky doesn't. I also have. If I pumping my audio to you, and if I just hold down this button, and if I like say something really funny, like fucking, we can talk about chickens crossing the road.
Ostriches.
Bagok.
Why no word?
Mating.
Soundpad, you've been doing this all day. You've been doing this all day, Soundpad.
God damn it, Jimmy.
It just makes me laugh more.
That's what I'm saying. I want to be able to trigger stupid shit like that while I'm
I've
playing. Make it way more interesting.
What? The effing F? Are you kidding me?
The classic.
He's done it again. That is a fact. You fucking little bastard.
You fucking bastard.
Daryl, I love you.
And
let me know when you're ready to come on. I'm not going to let you slide by without.
Yeah. Me too. I gotta have you on Reefer After Dark like, next week.
Thanks for hanging out.
I get him first. I have first dibs.
Speaking of Iron In friends, buddy Uncle Warren, you know, who I'm sure will see this later, gave us this my new favorite, which when he was on JB yesterday, about JB, the JB Lean In now has a theme song. So
oh my god, yeah. Jay and I are gonna do a show together too.
His range is amazing for a man his age.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Popeye said he fucking woke up to say something funny and smoked a bowl and forgot what I was gonna say.
That's some fucking. I mean, that's when you just. Yeah, I've got all the dumb soundboards stuff in here.
That's awesome. I used to do a radio show on Pal Talk for years, the morning edition, and I had like recorded clips of because it was like live musicians would play and stuff normally in through the course of the day. So I record the banter between and put echoes on it and pitch shifting and just fucking wacky, make it funny and goofy as like little station identifications and shit.
I know you watch the YMH as I do occasionally.
Try it out, man.
I've got the tried out guy.
If you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man.
That's fucking Robert Paul Champagne.
Yeah.
That's a name you gotta put respect on.
Put some respect on my name.
Gotta put respect on it.
Put some respect on my name.
Yes. The classic.
You wanna fuck with my huh?
You wanna fuck with me? Fucking love it. I've got a bunch of dumb ones. But
there used to be like whole pages of stupid sound bites.
I'm Michael Jordan.
Of
Stop
everybody.
it. Get some help.
Guy and all the cartoons and all the stupid shit. I used to use all that.
Yeah.
Wicked
Or
fun.
everything was so freaking copyrighted up the ass too.
Now if you say, "Yeah, what's up, Doc?" you probably get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
well,
Jimmy
them.
doesn't copyright me for laughter.
I know,
You
but
know?
my God. We just have to write them a message and be like, listen.
Probably won't make
Yeah. I mean, every time we see the word "ha," that's all I'm thinking. Ha! Like every time.
I know. I love that.
Every fucking time.
There's certain people's laughs that make me just go friggin' crazy. Oh, I see you's laugh. Oh my God. And
The underrated.
I see you
the Jimmy
giggle. Oh my God.
The Jimmy giggles when he doesn't want to laugh, where he starts out with the giggle and then he can't control the giggle, and then that turns into like that. That's what it turns into, and I fucking love it. Like I need to figure out how to do. I need to sit down with Dor and just figure out how to do his voice, and then forever like just make fun of him with it, you know, like, and just start doing a show with a Jimmy puppet, you know, like
oh my
I
God,
would fucking
that would
do
be
that
so
shit.
funny.
If anyone know how to make Muppets, please, I would love you to craft the felt into like Caleb
I could
Maupin would make a
probably
great
do
Muppet.
that. Probably
there's got to be tutorials online for Muppets. You can figure that out.
Craft me a Muppet,
you
my
know,
darling.
and then just I need the inflatable.
Okay, that makes I have to play the.
I need the inflatable autopilot for Ryan Grimm. I need Caleb Moppin has to be the first Muppet because it's Caleb Muppet, and I just want to do that. Yeah, I just want that, and then everything else is bonus. If you make me I want someone to make like a perfect Jimmy and Steph puppet. Just send me all those, and it's literally just not even I just put we put the camera up
bring
here.
back crank anchors is what's going on right now, right?
Yes. Yep.
Perfect.
Camera. What are you doing? Figure it out.
I think that would work. I mean,
you just put the camera up here, and then you put hand up here high.
Mr. Turtle, guys.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Okay.
That's all you need.
I need to show you this because you're gonna just. Oh.
Did you see?
No, I didn't see the puppet show.
Oh, you
What
want to see
the
me do
hell
the puppet show
happened?
again?
It was brief. It was a brief puppet show from Reef.
Yep. It was brief puppet show from Reef. Hi! Hi! What the fuck is this shit? I'm tired of that shit! Ah! Fucking,
Was that the ostrich?
I don't fucking probably.
Clearly. You have to bring back the emu, you know? It was like Madam
Right?
the emu.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Henson fan, oddly enough. I mean,
Then you need to see this, okay? I
Oh,
love this
Mr.
guy
Turtle.
so much.
I don't care how much he worked in the CIA. I love that guy.
All right, here we go. Mr. Turtle and the New World Order.
Hey guys, it's Mr. Turtle in the house.
And I'm the New World Order.
Today we're singing about the Vax.
Viagra?
No, not Viagra. Today we're singing about the Vax.
Vaseline?
Are you just gonna keep naming random products starting with the letter V?
Sorry, I'm contractually obligated to shout out my paid sponsors. Go ahead, Mr. Turtle. Tell us about today's topic.
Viagra and Vaseline.
Today we're singing about the Vax.
Vagina?
Fine. Today we're singing about the vagina.
What about the vagina?
Is it safe? Also long term?
Well, I got the vagina yesterday and I've never felt better.
Are you okay? Sounds to me like you're coming down with something.
Well, now that you mention it, I had a funky smelling discharge this morning and I'm feeling somewhat queefy.
You mean queasy?
Nope, you heard right. But it can't possibly have anything to do with the vagina. No way, no how. Too many people have vouched for it. Hey, wait a sec. What about you, Toidle? When did you get your vagina?
I didn't.
What? And you're sitting here next to me this whole time unvaginated? How utterly irresponsible.
My body, my choice.
So you're saying you don't lick vagina?
I totally lick vagina. I'm just not convinced
Totally.
of this particular vagina.
You know, it's people like you that keep the cock lockdowns going, refusing to be experimented on, making
cock
silly
lockdowns.
references to the Nuremberg Code.
So you're telling me your vagina doesn't work if I don't get it?
You people make me sick.
Or is it possible you got wrecked by the vagina?
Oh, you mean Beatrice Beaver? Man, I actually believe
Nice.
she was an otter there for a minute. She's a huge fan of otter erotic asphyxiation.
Before I break through onto the LGBT scene, cases are rising among Stockholm
Let's go, Brandon.
syndrome normies. Save your oxide from shifty magnetic graphene. You know I won't bow down to the crown vagine.
It's time for booster number 17. Clean duty 4 times did that. Totally your thing. Natural impunity. Pig farmers lobbying. It's fun guinea pigs love your vagine.
So in the name of health, they're mandating coercion, perversion without liability. Apart from taking part in sheepish society, unless I submit to their long-term study. Please show at least some solidarity. You're for sure more than satire and parody. Just 2 more weeks to fatten the elites. We're Big Farmer and you are the sheep. How it's plain to see. The CDC.
Come on, Mr. Toidle. Please get the vagina. I'll give you a Krispy Kreme pie.
You mean donut?
Nope. How about a special limited edition Avengers comic book?
Damn it, Otter, I'm not getting the vagina.
Okay, fine. But how about the vag, vajayjay or vagine, the twat, the penis flytrap, the muff, the beaver, the minge, the bits, the lady garden, the whispering eye, the doodah, the meat curtains? Nothing? None of the above?
I've decided against it. I don't want to run the risk of becoming infoidal. Besides, someone needs to be part of a control group.
Fuck that shit.
Isn't that
was fucking
great? I love Mr. Turtle.
I'm
like
surprised he
playing
didn't
him.
go with axe wound. You know?
Like, you guys need to go over and subscribe.
Moose Knuckle.
I want to get him on the show, so everybody should help me out and put that in his comments. I've reached out to him, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I need to leave
What's the
a contact.
What's the worst word you've like heard or used for the meat curtains?
Oh,
like
God. I don't know.
Like the
Rosie
axe wound
Rotten
always seemed pretty like out there. Like
What does?
That's like my most like the axe wound. That's like the most ridiculous one. You know,
I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, I used to have a book from GQ that had like a list of them.
Rosy rotten crotch. That's so gross.
It's so disgusting.
Yeah, I had a
That's the
girlfriend
grossest
named
one I
Rosie. How dare you?
How dare you assume Rosie's crotch?
How
is
dare
fine?
you? Yeah.
Do you even know how to gauge a
God.
crotch properly?
Yes.
God, you gotta like, you know, it's like cantaloupes,
definitely
right?
did.
You gotta like thump them.
Yeah, they have
You know?
to make a certain noise, and there's supposed to be a certain amount of humidity. I'm not really 100%, but you know that's stuff you could Google in a minute if you had to.
There's comedy bits I've written down about asking Jeeves where the clit is, but you know, it's just too dated. You know, like there's like 80s montages of that, like
from fucking 90s. Damn.
licking peanut butter out of a jar, like, you know, like writing down tips from the dog with a water bowl, like, you know, fucking like that kind of shit. But yeah,
Quality of
definitely
vagina.
don't ask fucking what was before like Google Maps, the fucking MapQuest. Like, don't be using that shit.
Oh my God.
You will not find the G spot. You're gonna find a parking lot in the middle of Detroit. Like, you know, fucking.
You using a Garmin to
like-
find that clitoris?
yeah, like the fuck's the. You ever watched Killer Mike's show on Netflix?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Right. There's a bit where he goes like it's where he wants to teach vocational training through porn. Is the episode, right? And like he goes to like one of these sexologists who's like super woke to do the porn, and he's like, she has like this fucking, it's like a plushy vagina that's like the same size, and she's like, all right, now you go in and like you feel that like rough patch up in there, like that's where it's at, and he's like, that's where it's at, like fucking, you know, like, and it's literally like a fucking like stuffed plushy, like. It's fucking crazy, you know?
Like fetishes
Like,
beyond
that-
that shit. Like, oh.
Yeah. It was like it was like it was like crocheted or something. It was like something like ridiculous.
I've
like
seen
that.
vagina my grandma.
I've seen like stuff like that.
But it's the fact that it was like anatomically correct enough to have the rough spot. That's what I'm like. The fuck are they doing there? Like
the
they
old
leave the
Amish
thimble in it
crochet
or something?
vagina.
Like what happened? Like
Oh my god.
I don't fucking get it. You know?
17th century crochet vagina. That's how they,
You know, this is what all comedy shows turn into. We know this, right? It's just dick and pussy jokes at the end of the day. And we don't care who makes them. Women should make dick jokes. Women, like, who gives a shit? Let them fucking do it.
I always
you know?
like wonder why.
Like I always,
you know, the vaginas are always left out of it. I'm like, why is there dick jokes? Where there's like, really, you say calling someone a pussy is an insult? That's stupid. First off,
Yeah.
pussies are
Yeah.
resilient.
Yeah, that's a
you
poor
know.
to even suggest that.
Yeah.
I'm
not
like,
just,
why
like,
is that even a
superhuman.
thing? Like, no.
It's a superpower, for fuck's sake. They make fucking babies.
We grow a
Yes.
baby and then I make milk to feed that baby.
Come on.
Literally known to be pounded multiple times. Balls hit once, they're on the floor.
They're on the floor.
Like,
Time. Boom.
yeah. Every sport ever played with men incorporated jock straps and cups. Like,
yeah, and
they're out here in water polo in cups, people.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's dangerous business. Those bits.
It's dangerous.
You get your
Like-
bits all up in a mess.
What God designed this fucking spaceship we call our body? Like, there, what?
It was like a practical joke. Like somebody was like, you know what? Let's put some of the fucking
Men-
good inside. And we'll
Men
put-
have nipples.
Yes.
Because
Why
you were
do
started
men
out
have
as
nipples?
a female.
Because we started as girls, man.
You
Yes.
were all born
Right.
as
Yeah.
females.
Yes. The
That's like that weird
clitoris
lizard.
comes out into
Or
the penis, so therefore, you know,
Yep.
and,
The same thing as amphibian,
Nina Hartley taught me that like it's like a little dick. You can just like play with it the same. Like you could go up and grab and suck at things. It's like a little pee-pee. You know, that's all it is. It goes
Tiny
up
penis
like an
boys,
inch.
Don't be afraid of it.
Goes
You
up.
know,
You could like
embrace your-
sit on
embrace
top
your-
and like
your-
I'm just saying.
Your natural.
Fucking read some books, boys. Learn some shit. Read some
Hey,
fucking books.
Because this is, if anything, the reason we had Reef on was to express some sexual freedom and open-minded.
That's part of it.
About finding the clitoris. Whether
Hey.
you're a lizard person born with nipples or not, I mean, we're not judgmental at all.
Also, the clit's the easiest part to find. Let's be honest.
It's
right
pretty
there, north. It's the fucking
It's a
north. It's right
compass.
there.
It's a compass.
It's got a little fucking hood. It's right. It's right there.
It's God's compass, right? It's like,
How do
I'm
you
right
miss
here.
that shit?
But
You
you
guys
are
are like
here.
speaking to the choir right now. Hello.
I'm just
I
saying.
used to be a vaginitarian, okay? I know.
Dude, fancy vagina Fridays. That's
I
the
made a
thing. It's
painting
got to be
that-
fancy.
I made a painting for Fancy Vagina
I feel like
Friday.
I feel like that has to include bedazzling, but that's just me.
Oh my
I feel
god,
like
that is the
rhinestones have to be
weirdest
involved.
thing.
Strangest
People
You
want to
know?
put gems on everything.
Thirsty Thursday vagina.
Why
Where's
don't
Yeti
you
at?
guys do that with your balls? You know,
He
like,
does. Yeti
gem-
has. What do you mean?
Do they?
That's one of the first things we learned about Yeti.
Yeah.
He's got the fucking one that whistles. He's got the fucking train whistle. He's got, the stud through it. You know? I'm like, why? He was like, I don't know. Seemed like a good move.
Brave soul.
Like, yeah, bro.
I cannot get behind that. I
Dude,
cannot.
Lucky, if you think men don't do dumb stuff with their penises, I got a lot to teach you.
Okay, let me just clarify something. I have probably spent more time in a tattoo shop than anybody, unless they work there. Hey,
Oh,
David,
so you've
tattoo
seen-
artist. I have seen.
You've seen in case of emergency,
And
pull here with an arrow. You've seen all that.
I have tattooed a man's balls. Fact.
Oh God, I can't.
Fact.
What is it? Life is cock and ball torture without the cock and balls.
It was my
That's
ex too, and there's actually like a video.
By the way, nice callback.
There's a video
Right?
on it too.
Yeah, dude, it's
It's a real thing.
Again,
he really got his balls tattooed. It's
dumb
like
stuff.
the Nirvana, like the cross eyes.
We've been doing dumb stuff since biblical days with them. Like, you know, it is ridiculous.
Carving stuff in their hands and their fucking
Sounding. Google sounding. Terrible.
I have like 0 gauges in my ears, like, you know.
Mutilation.
Yeah, my sister's got.
I have
my sister's
piercings,
got big
tattoos.
fucking-
I tattoo myself. Okay, like I tattoo myself. Yeah.
My sister's that same thing. I mean, my sister has lived Girl Interrupted. You know, it's ridiculous.
I need to pull out my machine and start doing more tattoos.
Yeah, I've always been like wait, I'm gonna wait till I get skinny. I feel like that's a better move, you know. And then that way I don't got the fucking weird shrinky dink going on, you know.
Oh, the tattoo, like stretching and moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've got decent skin for it. It's just fucking. I want to wait till that fucking. I don't have to worry about that, you know. So
what's the notion?
like, have you ever seen one of those shrinky dink, but like, or like old tattoos, or like when it's like over like wrinkles, and you're like, wait, what's the topology of this fucking? Like, what is, you got a fucking mountain over here? Like, what's? He's like, it's a fucking. Dude, it's a palm tree. I'm like, what? Like, you know,
maybe
like,
when it
what
started.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is the? Those are the best to go. Like, the worst tattoo shows are fucking like, they're guilty pleasure shit. They're all terrible. Yeah, they're terrible fucking.
Oh my
shows.
gosh!
Have you seen the show?
I have UV ink.
Goofing on people's tattoos.
Oh yeah.
I have UV ink in my hand tattoo, so I can be seen in
black light it.
Black light. Well, black light it does, but like it's more like the actual UV light. That's where it really shows up. Yep.
Yeah, like in the sun, that kind of thing.
No, well, no, in the like in the, it's like black light but stronger.
Yeah, it's like I got a UV flashlight somewhere. Yeah, but no, tattoos haven't been my jam. But the have you seen the show that's like, the friend like signs them up, right? And they have to get a tattoo blind, right? And the other person chooses the tattoo.
Oh my god!
Have you seen this show?
I think I have seen that.
Like, it goes exactly how you think that's gonna go.
Right.
It goes exactly how you think that's gonna go.
Terribly.
It's fucking some dude like being like, yeah, fuck you, bro. Like, you know, you fucking fucked my bitch Lisa. Like, it's fucking, it's that. It's straight up like, you know, or the one where the fucking lady like found out the guy was cheating on her, right? And then fucking had the guy put in like a whole fucking like, dude. You gotta go fucking. I don't know what that fucking show is, but you gotta go fucking find that thing. You'll find like where they tattoo it with the thing and the fucking thing. Like, you'll find it. It's good. There's gonna be like compilations of like the worst ones on the show. I guarantee. Right?
Worst tattoos in 2017.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, I forget what that show's called. It's one of those like fucking you tattoo a friend, or it's something like that. Like, dude, what does yours say? You know, like,
oh my god, you know how many people got those like the symbols, like the kanjis and stuff like that in like the 90s, 2000s?
That mean fucking
like every
General Tso's chicken
that ever existed.
Yeah,
like people would get them and like likely,
or the
like,
little
it was not what this said it was.
The
and
birds on the ankle.
Difference can make a difference.
The birds on the ankle. The little birds, just like 3 of them, just bip bip bip. Or sometimes they do it in here now, like that little, just the bip bip bip
from the bottom.
You know, the fucking
I have
blowjob
stars.
counters.
I have stars on the top of my foot. But you know what? The worst tattoo. Oh, this is so weird. Is right here.
Right.
Like, so right where that is, it's my daughter's name. Oh my god, my skin is dry. You cannot see it properly.
Right.
But the semicolon on the bottom is where all your nerve endings are. Right.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
And I did that myself. That is the worst pain that I have ever felt tattooing.
Oh, nerve pain.
And then
nerve pain is insane.
On the knuckles, like the freaking knuckles, and the fleshy part in here really freaking hurt.
Let's see if the camera can pick that up. Let's see if it's pinky. In the middle of my pinky, not where my knuckle is, but like near the knuckle, this little line, right? Can I get it to like, yeah, it's chainsaw scar. That went through the fucking knuckle and like tore up like 2 nerves. So it only goes that far. Try.
Just come over here.
Like that's it. It's my good pinky. Like, so I think I got 80% recovery rate back, something like that.
So that's Steve's tattoo.
Okay. That's a fucking black on that. Like,
do you know what it is?
Not offhand. I feel like I had to figure out which angle.
It's supposed to be more like
but
up and down.
It seems like a controller with like a fucking like
Frank Zappa's
it's like a
mustache.
Oh, that's what the fuck it is. That is what it is. You need to fucking put moon underneath, and then I'd fucking know.
Yeah, I did that for Steve, and
moon or laser. You got to choose one of them.
I'm doing anatomically correct on his arm in the UV ink, but it's the white ink.
Yeah.
So you can't see it like the pink and purple and stuff. Like you can see the color of the ink, but the white is basically clear. So it's gonna be really cool because he's gonna look like he's got skeleton, and when the light flashes at him, you'll be able to see it. But like otherwise you won't. How trippy will that be?
I wanted to do like inner forearm and go with like a fucking like a circuit board thing underneath stuff.
Yeah, that would be
cool. Out with that shit, little fucking computer chip, like fucking pull a little fucking dragon thing on there, and then fucking good, we're good. Like but then I'd have to fucking wear sleeves to normal functions. Not that anyone gives a shit. Like, but like some fucking weirdos do. But like when you gotta go to a fucking
tattoo,
interview,
I didn't have to go back and like touch up the black. Like it took it really well with them. Like I had a new machine, a rotary, which is and I use really good ink. I am like super like crazy about the inks that I get. I only get like 2 different brands.
Yeah.
All right, we are getting tired. I think over here.
Fucking. Me too. It's fucking 3:30 here. It's East Coast, right? You're East Coast.
Yeah.
You're just crazy like I am, and up till fucking 4 anyway.
Correct.
Yeah. I see you. But anyway, it's been fucking great. We'll have to do this again. We probably got to set a fucking timer
we got
so we don't
to.
fucking
This
stay
was
up too
super
late.
fun.
But
and tell people where to find you, Reef.
Yeah, you guys gotta
absolutely.
go subscribe to Reef.
At Reef Breland, right there on Twitter. You can go find me. There should be a Linktree tr.ee/Reef Breland. You should be able to find me there. All my links are there. YouTube, Ko-fi, Patreon, although they don't fucking give me any goddamn thing. And then, I think I have an INN thing in there to find everyone else's fucking shit. So I don't have to remember all their names. I saw Daryl in the fucking chat, Black in the Empire. What, right? Bite. I gotta remember there's fucking names and shit to do that. Like say them.
I know it can be a lot
doing a show
when,
tomorrow,
Go
Thursday.
sign up all my friends. God damn it.
Right. Indy fucking did one with Ron Placone. Go check that out.
Thanks.
Fucking just go find everybody. You'll find us. We're there. Sharing everybody's shit. So yeah, do that. Fridays 10 is my show on the YouTubes. And anywhere weed is sold. But you can find it right next to the old Snoop Dogg DVDs. I'm like right over there.
Next to the bodega kitty. Like
yeah, definitely. Oh, there's definitely bodega cats involved there. But right. So but yeah, I think that's everything. Otherwise, where they can find you guys at, right?
Yeah.
At Lucky Burritos.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe, like button. Fuck it. Hit that bell up there.
Tell
Who
your
gives a
mama,
shit?
tell your daddy.
They're not gonna send you a fucking notification anyway.
They're gonna be like,
fucking go
"Fuck
do
you.
that.
Get on a fucking thread on
do
Twitter
that.
and hope your fucking messages get seen."
Set a fucking alarm.
Yeah.
Like just do that. You fucking we're gonna be here. Just show up.
It's gonna be a thing all the time, and we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And if you want to be part of it, just come. Just show
Yes.
up.
Just
That's all
fucking
it
be
is.
there. Just show up. That's all you gotta do. Show
That's
the fuck
all
up.
you gotta do. Thank you, everybody, for
Yeah.
watching, and thank you, Reef. This has been a blast, buddy.
Thank you.
Namaste, friends.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.